Previously on Twin Portals.
In the caverns below Zhentil Keep, SWOJ explored the secret base of the Jolly Gents. Within the twisting tunnels, they encountered singing mushrooms, wyvern-mounted guards, and a print shop where ghostwriters produced revisionist history to spread throughout the world. Our heroes made their way to the center of the floating fortress, where the Gent Lieutenant Little Joan turned coat and offered to help SWOJ by spreading the truth of Man Shun's deception. After nearly destroying the soul engine powering the island's magic, SWOJ discovered the laboratory where the phylacteries of the Jolly Gents were being stored and manipulated. There they battled Friar Truck, who revealed his devilish connections before being struck down by the silver waves of justice. With Joan expected to return, our heroes are left with a brief window to deal with the phylacteries while on their way to a potential reckoning.
All right.
Yeah.
What's up?
So you're surrounded by the smoldering wreckage of the laboratory, where you just had a throwdown knockout battle with Friar Truck or Fire Truck, depending on your preference. Scattered across the floor are dozens of phylactery-like objects. They're all kind of humming slightly. Some of them are cold to the touch. Ilka was just jangling one that made a musical sound.
Then I jangled it a lot harder.
Yeah, the wall of fire that was spread around the sides of the room is dissipating, revealing some workbenches, some lab tables. There's a door on the far side of the room. You can hear some kind of a rumbling sound coming from the other side of it. And otherwise, the room is getting quiet as you all come down from your fight. So, what are you all doing?
This is the door we entered through?
No, the opposite side. There's another.
The opposite side. Another door.
I'm going to keep gathering up the phylacteries and putting them on the cart.
Okay. Takes you a couple minutes, but easy to do. Your hands are very cold by the time you're done.
I'm going to check Friar Truck's pulse by way of his bags, pockets.
I walk toward the far door and put my ear up against it.
Okay. We'll do Scoot first.
Okay.
You, on Friar Truck, you find the book that he was holding, full of crazy rituals, lots of infernal text.
Mm-hmm.
You find a bronze ring, like the other ones that Jolly Gents have been wearing.
Okay.
That's about it. His mace, the truck.
Okay.
Various writing implements, spellcasting implements.
No, not interested in that.
Yeah. And you see, like, the table that he was at before you guys came in, when you kicked down the door, that has some, like, active work on it, like some notebooks, and he was writing, and his stuff's kind of scattered around.
Don't even know what it is.
Yeah. It might be really important, but,
Not to me.
Anyway.
Like, I probably put the mace somewhere if I can, like, hang it off a hip or something
Clip
like that.
it. Yeah, it's got a keychain.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. A carabiner.
Oh, that's so thoughtful. It's really nice. Carabiners are super useful.
They are.
Especially
Yeah.
in this universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, mace like a morning star or like pepper spray?
Like a morning star.
The truck.
Although I like the thought.
We said it was on a keychain.
Yeah.
No, it's a very heavy-duty keychain. It's like an actual chain link. Zay, when you get to this door, before you open it, you hear like a whomp, whomp on the other side. Some kind of machinery.
Hey, there's some kind of machinery on the other side of this.
Maybe it's the engine. Oh, no, that was upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it just the engine was being powered by the stuff upstairs, and it's actually down here?
Well, you saw the engine in the center of the island.
Yeah, that's right.
That was the armillary sphere-like device that all the chains were hooked up to.
Maybe this is the transmission down here.
Is there like a keyhole or
The
anything?
alternator. Nope, just a big old knocker.
And all I hear is the noise.
Whomp.
Okay.
Womq.
WOMQ.
Hey, I'm going to open this door.
Wait, it's WOMQing.
That's a great idea.
Do
Okay.
it.
No one's worried about the WOMQ?
Nope.
All right.
I push open the door.
Okay. It is unlocked, and it swings wide open, and inside you see various tanks like lining the walls, like 12 of them, human-sized, back-to-tank-like objects, all hooked up by some kind of arcane machinery.
Do I see any that look like they have, like they're building a antediluvian Jake?
No, actually, if you go in and look around, roll investigation.
I do. 17 plus?
Good.
19.
You see that in each tank is what looks like a row and crooks kind of floating and suspended in animation with various like arcane things hooked up to him.
Hey, whoever's holding antediluvian Jake, bring him in here.
That is Ilka, actually.
We all literally just kind of looked at each other like Spider-Man. Pointing.
Pointing.
You? Who's got you?
Great. I stroll on in holding antediluvian Jake.
You're holding his phylactery, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, AJ, would you want to inhabit one of these bodies? Would that be helpful?
Verily, I think that occupying the body of Rowan Crooks would be challenging to my physical well-being and psyche, but I could be done. Yes.
Do you know where they keep are they growing new bodies for you?
No, when we return to our phylacteries, our bodies manifest over a period of time, magically, without the need of a tank such as this. These look more like clones of some kind.
Lark, do you see a big button that says off anywhere? Can we pull the plug?
Yeah, I'm going to come in and after being momentarily amazed, start helping Zay look for an off button.
There is like a central device that looks like maybe if you push the purple button.
There's a purple button here that I could push. I push it.
I hope all the liquid just comes flowing out of these tanks.
And the whoomp kind of dies down, and the fluid within these containers starts to get darker and cloudier, obscuring what's inside.
Nice.
Like the chemical imbalance is getting worse.
I was kind of wondering if we could do it all at once, but I didn't know if Scoot would be smart enough to know that. So I was struggling.
Hey, Scoot, I noticed you've got the truck on a keychain. You want to test it out on some of these glass chambers?
Boy, do I.
Okay.
Yeah. I just picked one, I guess, at random.
Yeah.
Yep. So take the truck off my hip. Is it one-handed or two-handed?
It's versatile.
But a baseball swing, just whatever the shiniest one looks like, or the one that looks like it's most ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whichever one's,
Ripe.
done cooking.
Yeah. And you get coated in this bile. It smells like onions that have been out for too long.
Zay steps back towards the doorway.
Yep.
Can we send him back for a dip in the ocean again?
This reminds me of the time I dove into the mind flayer pool.
Yeah.
I think I'm probably okay with this.
It's very similar. Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, it's like, turtle ooze. I'm good with this.
Mhm.
More?
Yeah. And this like rubbery Rowan Crook's body spills out too.
Gross. That's a sound it made.
Is it alive? Is it moving in any way?
Nope.
Oh, dead.
Yep.
So there could be multiple Rowan Crooks out there, like there are multiple Nancys.
Yeah.
And then I smash the next one.
Same deal.
And then I say, should I be feeling a way about this? This seems
Victorious.
a little cold.
No, these are clones of an evil guy.
Yeah. The first one that you knocked out at this point starts to like melt, just kind of grossly oozing away.
I look at it, I go, ew. And then the third one.
Same deal.
Ugh.
We're going to be standing in corpse goo pretty quick.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
12 of these.
It's like toe deep at this point.
It's already gross. Is there anything else in here that we should look at before it gets filled with goop?
Roll investigation.
All right.
Who's standing on the drain?
I get a 21.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, you find some notes written in what you assume is Friar Truck's hand, sort of logging different things. Like there's a note near the door that says Crooks was just here, took the Hungering Shard, took the Manchun Soul Stones. Not sure what his goal is. It looks like it was recently written, like it's dated.
Okay.
And then there's some more notes like about Crooks's activities. It goes in depth into what he's been up to the last couple months.
I'll grab those up and then quickly dash out of the room before any of the goop gets on my new boots.
Nice.
On the far side of where I think I can do this, where my companions are, I'm gonna use my mold earth to kind of put a hole in the ground for the goo to pool into.
Like a
Train.
sump.
Yeah.
Cast
Mhm.
terraforming.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Great.
good idea, Zay.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Good lab protocol. Yep. Yeah, they didn't have many safety measures in here, so you're making it a nicer place to work.
If there's any safety booties around, I would put those on now.
There are not.
Okay.
Probably not an eye wash station either.
No.
Because we all need it now.
No smokestack, no eye wash station, nothing.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a
terrible
lab.
disaster waiting to
yeah,
happen.
right.
This is good. We got Friar Truck out of this situation.
Yeah.
Hazardous to his health.
Yeah.
We never did say we're from OSHA.
Smash.
Number 5.
In a way, you are if you're
Yeah.
for justice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm for justice.
Okay.
I think I'm 5 down now.
So Lark squirreled away the notes. You got the phylacteries on a cart.
Yep.
Ilka, what are you up
Mhm.
to through this?
I was also investigating with. I heard roll investigation and joined you in the process.
What'd you roll?
A 26.
Dang.
Jeez.
Well, now
Okay.
you have to find something.
So you were kind of also tactfully staying out of the corpse goo. But on the desk where Friar Truck was working, you find a map of the basement of the island. It looks like a couple of concentric rings kind of radiating out from the Soul Engine, and there's places marked like the Wyvern Roost and the Phylactery Laboratory and the Print Shop and
I take
the
that.
pumps.
Take that map.
Yeah.
Is that tactfully staying out of the corpse goo? Was that a dig at me?
No, just a fact.
Very nimble.
Oh,
And I got nice shoes.
that made it worse.
It makes
Smash 6.
yeah.
Hey, Ilka, did you find anything?
I found a map.
Oh, hey, is there any indication of how we might get away from here once we have killed the engines?
Not really.
There's
No?
concentric rings and a wyvern roost. We could
There's a
ride the
wyvern
wyvern
roost.
We could ride the. Hey, maybe
Mhm.
we could.
They'll be our friends.
Mhm.
We've historically gotten along so well.
I'm on the 7th one, and I go, give me 10 minutes. I can speak with animals.
You find some notes about the hungering shard, Ilka. It seems like it goes into detail about like the science of it and how it works. And if you're curious, you can skim it.
Yeah.
Or put it away. Since you got a 26, we'll say like you glean just like paging through it that this hungering shard, this like glowing ball thing that they harvested from that abolithic elder, like the glowing ball is actually like the godhood of the thing. It's like what it is, and the body kind of grows out from that. So like simple weaponry could chop off the body and it would still be alive. It would still grow, and that's what the gents ultimately ended up doing
Wild.
with it. You learn that there's some private notes in the back of Truck's logs about how he you paged to the very end of it just to see like where the journal started, and there's some notes about how Truck has been essentially he convinced the original Rowan crooks to stage the attack on Zhentil Keep. He kind of manipulated him into doing this failed attack that led to his downfall.
Truck is
Essentially.
the mastermind.
Right. That's written for anyone to see.
Did not see that coming. Smash. Number 8.
It says the original crooks had reservations about staging a full-on assault on Zhentil Keep. Only a fool would do that.
I read this aloud with increasing like ire and fury. I add little voices to make it very interesting to listen to.
For everyone to hear?
Yeah.
Got it.
Y'all, listen to this.
That's crazy.
Would you believe it?
As far as we know, was the original Rowan preserved in any way? I mean, his body's been taken over.
He's probably a clone.
Yeah, you don't really know. What you know is that there was a secret clone made of Rowan crooks that Manchun like inhabited after their fight.
Okay.
But as far as like what happened to the original one, unclear.
He could be out there somewhere, Lark.
In a spirit, at least.
In a phylactery, maybe. Is there one of a beautiful hat?
I'm going to do a very cursory investigation of the main room once I leave that little lab area just to see if there's anything I should notice here.
Okay.
16.
Well, it seems like the bulk of like the really important knowledge is on these desks that Friar Truck was working on. It's sort of his own private workstation. And along with Ilka, as you're paging through these things, you find some more current notes that specify that Crooks has been traveling via teleportation to the Radiant Citadel. And he plans to use it to reach the wall, Kellenbor's wall, because the Radiant Citadel is in the realm ethereal and very close to the wall that surrounds the cosmos.
What did you refer to the wall as?
Kellenbor's wall,
Kellenvor.
the wall of the faithless.
And his intention for the Wall of the Faithless is just to use it as a wall of his own, or what is it?
Well, if you read further, the notes specify that Rowan Crooks plans to use the Hungering Shard to break it.
I see.
Break it open.
And what do we understand would happen if the wall was broken? I feel like we've discussed this before, but I don't remember.
You don't know a lot of details yet. Truck's notes kind of talk about how this would allow him to retrieve the last few pieces of Manchun's soul that are stuck in the wall. And that's probably his goal, but he might have some ulterior motive too that he hasn't shared with Truck.
Okay.
So Truck is like musing about it, trying to figure out what Crooks has in mind.
Interesting. Okay. I share this information with everybody.
Oh, my sister indicated we should break the wall.
Yeah, what the heck?
This makes me think we shouldn't break the wall.
So at this point, it's been close to 10 minutes, which was your cutoff for seeing little Joan again.
I think we should get back upstairs.
Yeah.
or whichever direction it is.
Take the map.
Zay follows.
Zoop.
Scoot, did you finish? Oh,
yeah, I bashed
great.
the last 4 on the way out.
Okay. And it starts to flood into the main room.
And now I'm worried about the goo on my feet, and now I'm trying to high step a little bit because I feel like I'll get less goo on my feet if my knees are up.
It's already very sticky, though. Like, it's starting to dry out. So,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, as long as you're okay with making the noise as you squelch around, it'll take a little while. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing with the phylacteries on the cart?
I'm taking him with us. I thought that was the plan.
Kind of like holding the cart and just like moving along?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Zay assists.
Okay. As you're all getting ready, like shoving the cart out the door, you hear from up above in the island like an echoing wah, which is the same horn that blew when Rowan Crooks arrived earlier on when you first arrived on the island. The sound of Crooks arriving, essentially.
Man, I wish I had a horn that announced my arrival. That's cool.
Next holiday.
Next
Zay
holiday.
takes note.
I think we better get back up there? Question mark? Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I started to question that outcome as soon as I started saying
We
it.
were going to a wyvern's roost, correct?
Well, we got to break the things and get the Jolly Gents.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to
I
go
think
back
so.
and break the 3 remaining chains.
Oh, I can do that.
We were halfway through them.
Except Scoots was more like 5/8 of the way through.
Yep.
Yeah, it's an important distinction.
Yeah.
At this point, you all hear kind of a
True.
oh
shit.
coming from the center of the. It sounds like machinery, like gears turning.
Is there an elevator?
That's
that I
theme
missed?
music.
Yeah.
I know theme music. I've watched a lot of wrestling, and that's theme music. Someone's coming.
Doo, 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 doo.
This could be the Undertaker.
Do you
Yep.
smell?
I do not. Well, I smell my feet because it's covered in manchoon.
Do you smell my feet?
By the way,
that could be your call.
is
sign.
this? Was that goo clear, or do I look like?
No, it's kind of chalky.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I'll
At
just
least
say.
footprints.
Yeah, I'm sweaty.
Yep.
That's what we'll say. Yeah, I'm set.
Where do you head to?
Chains. We're going to Chain City, right?
Yeah, break them.
The central chamber? Yeah.
Okay.
As we move, can we check out the map to see if there's a direct path to the wyvern, just in case that's a
Yes.
way?
So if you imagine a pie, the soul engine's right at the center, and the laboratory where you were is on the, or maybe a compass rose, like north is the compass,
Uh-huh.
and like east-northeast is where the wyvern roost is on the edge of the island. So it's like a semicircle kind of
So
thing.
we'd have to move out and then
arc.
to the left or the right, depending on what path we took.
Yeah, if you were going directly to the wyvern roost. Yep.
Okay.
Chung, chung, chung. Where are you going?
Central chain room.
Yeah,
to smash
break the
chains.
chains.
All right,
Chain
as you
room.
reach the center, you are greeted not by Little Joan and not by the soul engine. You can see that there's a tube, like a hole that's been opened up in the roof, and the soul engine seems to have been lifted upwards
Oh.
towards the bailey of the fortress, like up into the open air. And there's like this sort of pulley mechanism full of large chains that has lifted it up, and those chains are still kind of dangling down. So that's what you see in front of you is the remnants of this pulley that has lifted it.
Anyone else see this one coming? I saw this one coming.
How far away
No.
are the chains we were trying to break?
Oh,
The
those
tubes,
anchor points are still there, but it's been disconnected from those now, and it's just up.
So it doesn't matter if we break them anymore.
It's been disconnected from those. Yes.
Okay. So do we try to go up through the center, or do we
I still have the rock, right?
use the map
You
to
do.
find another way up and be more stealthy?
There is a spiral staircase that Joan used that is right by the lab.
No, we're not doing that. Scoot vetoes. Stomps his foot to ensure that everyone knows.
His foot gets kind of stuck to the floor when he steps it.
I could do some scouting.
No, let's do the staircase if we can.
Okay.
Yeah, I hate it, but it's smart. Can we get back there?
And the chains
Yeah,
are
it's okay.
dangling from the engine as well as it's being lifted up.
Pretty easy to climb if you wanted to. Like big
I-
chains, not little ones.
Maybe some of us go on the stairs and some of us go on the chains.
Yeah, grab a ride.
Does the map indicate where the stairs come out?
Yeah, it's in like the garden near the training area.
Which, as far as we can tell, is visible from where we would come out if we went up this center area.
Yeah, it's fairly close. I mean, maybe like 100 feet away. So
Okay.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't be like lost from one another.
No.
I feel like Zay would be safer to bet for her to take the stairs or transform.
What do you think about this plan, Ilka and Scoot?
Yeah, I mean, our objective has shifted. We're going to come back and break these 3 things, and they're no longer here to break.
Sounds like it's already finished filling up.
Yeah.
Now it's about ready to do whatever it was that it was going to do.
Yeah. My only concern would be the phylacteries then. How do we keep them safe?
What do we do with them? Are we taking them with us?
Yeah, because as long as we keep them safe and they don't crash into the ground, then the bodies will slowly regenerate.
Is our understanding.
There's a lot of stuff to haul around with us.
I have a portable
cartload.
hole.
You
I have a portable hole.
You got about enough space in there to like fill it up with phylacteries. Yeah.
I whip it out and lay it on the ground. Fill it
Yeah.
up. Empty that cart right into it.
I tip the cart up and I start dumping carefully.
I
Scoot, help
assist.
me. Okay, Ilka, thank you.
I'm kicking the loose ones in.
Yeah. Into the portable hole.
I go corner to corner and fold it back up again, and I put it in one of my pouches.
I was going to ask which one was 16 string kit.
Oh, sweet.
It's okay. It's better that I
We
don't
can
know.
deal with it
It's
later.
the one that jangles,
I was going to
like one of those metal stress
Accidentally
balls.
leave him behind.
I was going to change my alignment a little bit. all good.
The chains are getting pulled up the hole.
It's already like reached the top at this point.
Oh, I see.
But it doesn't block the whole thing.
There's a little bit of light shining through the top, so you can kind of see, like it's not a seal on the top. Yeah, it's kind of like hoisted up by this thing below it. You hear a shouting coming from up above, like an amplified voice, kind of muffled, but it seems to be like someone addressing many other people, like calling out to them and rallying them somehow.
All right. I'm jumping on one of the chains and climbing it right now.
Yeah. I also have climbing skills, and I'm going up those chains.
Okay, you don't have to roll for it. It's pretty easy.
And then Zay is going up the stairs. Scoot, which way are you
I think
going?
I'm probably taking the stairs if I'm carrying the rock.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Sure,
Makes sense.
sure.
And yeah, hang out with Zay.
Well, as you all get closer,
Okay.
the top of the stairs, there's a metal trap or a stone trapdoor that has a handle that you can kind of shift.
Okay.
So if you do that, do you like hide or do you take a peek?
I would probably try to quietly slide it and then have Zay peek.
Sure. You go up like 40 feet, quietly slide it, and you can see that you're in kind of like a statue garden. And above this trapdoor was a stone statue that you just moved. Surprisingly lightweight.
Oh,
Um,
I'm very strong. It actually probably weighs a lot.
you're pretty sure it probably weighs a lot, yeah. to Zay, it's very impressive.
Yay!
Oh, good thing you came with me.
Yeah.
And you all can hear Rowan Crooks's voice amplified, addressing a group of maybe 50 jolly gents in the Bailey, kind of standing around the Soul engine, which is sitting right there in the middle of the field, kind of right where the Bridge of Destiny used to be, like in this kind of like mud pit area, like that kind of drained down into the hole, and the engine came up right in the middle of it. And he's saying that the last stage of the hunt for Manchun has arrived, and soon they will be breaking open the wall of the faithless. They'll capture the remnants of their nemesis and destroy the trap that ensnares infinite innocence. So he's going on about that for a bit. You all hear it as you climb up the chain too.
Okay.
You're kind of right in the middle of it. Yeah, if you're like peeking up.
Is there any indication of how they plan to get there?
Not yet. There is a teleportation circle about 100 feet away
Mm.
from the sphere where Crooks arrived the first time, and that's probably where he arrived this time. And if you're all looking around, you can see that on the teleportation circle, sitting there is a sort of spectral bronze dragon, one that you recognize. It looks like Zelopharn is there asleep with kind of like magical chains on him. And standing next to him is little Joan with a great axe, just kind of watching Rowan Crooks. As if she's like standing guard next to him.
Zay starts to move toward Zelopharn.
Just like sneaking?
Sneaking, yes.
Have we made eye contact with them?
I would say you could.
We probably
Yeah.
we're 100 feet away, but we kind of know where each other are.
Mhm.
Okay.
14 for stealth.
So what does this look like? Like, how are you just, like, 'cause it's like a
I-
wide open field.
If she sees, I mean, we're in a statue garden, or was this the only statue?
The statue garden is on one side of it, but like the statue
Yeah.
garden ends and the teleportation circle is out in like the Bailey in the training area.
I think I would just try to get as close as I could to Zelopharn because I would be concerned. But is it clear that it's spectral? Like he's not actually there?
Yeah, you can kind of see through him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just warning you, like if you try to just walk across the
I'm not
Bailey,
going
it'll be
to.
like super obvious.
No, yeah, no. I
So-
haven't left the garden.
Okay, so you're like hiding behind one of the statues on the edge of it.
Yeah, trying
it.
to like investigate what's happening with
Sure.
Zelopharn. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see that it looks like there might be like a small, like almost like a phylactery, like some kind of a soul stone or something like in the middle of Zelopharn's spectral body, being a little bit closer. And that's kind of probably what's like fueling this vision of him that you see.
Okay.
The Jolly Gents are cheering every so often. You can see there are a few more of them like up on the parapets too. It's not like all the Jolly Gents are here in the center.
Mhm.
There are guards kind of scattered around, one couple by the keep. Pill Garlic is standing right by Rowan Crooks.
Has Joan got a look at any of the SWOJ crew?
Not unless you get her attention.
Okay.
She's not aware that you're there.
How is she behaving? Is she just stoic, tough to read?
Roll perception.
Okay, I would love to. What do I got there? 21.
Okay, you're watching her, and you see that she's glancing around a lot more than she would be if she was like calm. Like she's keeping her eyes out, and I think she seems a little bit like concerned.
Okay.
You also notice Anne Jane standing right by Rowan Crooks. You notice them glance at each other.
Little Joan and Anne Jane.
Little Joan's over by Zelfarn, and Anne Jane is by Rowan Crooks while he's talking.
When you said glancing at each other, it's those two glancing at each other?
Yes.
Okay.
And you pick up on that, Scoot, with your intuition.
That was my perception. Intuition, I'm not sure. Like, I don't know if I can read. Little Joan, I think I figured out. Like, scanning a little bit more, and I've actually had combat with her a few times.
Sure.
I probably know how she would, compose herself. So I think she's at least not against us at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how much more I could suss out.
If only you had a way to contact her.
Oh, did they give us something?
I got one of these rings that all the Jolly Gents wear.
Oh.
I don't know if I should slip that on or not.
Throw it at her.
Instead of the coin, I'd feel better then.
Yeah.
Ilka, do you think that we should pop out and do something?
I think we'd all get attacked. There's way more of them than of us.
But how many? But maybe Joan talked to them all and showed them the Rowan Crooks' notebook, and they're all just waiting for us.
I would want some kind of confirmation, because if we're wrong, then all 5 of us are probably going to die.
At this point, Zay, standing on the very edge, you see little Joan look at you. Like she definitely notices you because you weren't being that sneaky.
Yeah, I wasn't.
And she was looking for you.
I raise one eyebrow at her, like quizzically.
Okay. And she does like the Lando Calrissian in Jabba's palace, like a little nod.
Oh. Okay.
And some like picture symbols that you're not sure you understand at first glance. She's like signing to you.
Yeah. Can I catch Lark's eye?
Sure.
I'm going to try to mimic those symbols back to him. Wait, you're the one who knows thieves can't, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Just in case that's it.
Sure. It seems like she's signing in some obscure street sign that at least like 20 to 30 is what she's saying. 20 to 30.
Oh,
whatever that means.
maybe you're on our side or not.
Zay is signing 20 to 30 to us.
Great. How many are there total in front of us?
Well, there are about 50 out in the field, plus more around the ramparts, and there were about 100 phylacteries that you shoveled into the portable hole.
It's not the worst odds we've been up against.
At this point, Rowan Crooks clears his throat and addresses the field and says, to my old friends, the silver waves of justice,
Oh, shit.
your treachery is at an end. You allies of the necromancer Manchun the Masked. You servants of false gods, you murderers. We have your draconic friend captive. Surrender and he will not be harmed.
But do they? They have a specter of him.
Yeah,
He's
you don't
not
really know
actually
what's up with
there.
that. Yeah.
All right, this is too much for Lark. He's popping out of the hole. He's waiting. Lark is not going to wait. You're the real Manchun Crooks, faux row.
And there's a hubbub and a rustling as all the Jolly Gents turn around to look at you. Is everybody else staying hidden, or what are you doing?
No, I'll pop out in solidarity with Lark.
Okay.
If we were true, Zay also pops out. If we were truly the bad guys, when we came across your phylacteries, we would not have saved them. Rather, we would have destroyed them. You're only alive. I look around to the Jolly Gents and try to take everyone's eye in because of us.
So Scoot's the only hidden one right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll persuasion, Zay.
With advantage because we.
Oh, I have
Maybe
bardic
with
inspiration.
advantage.
Has it been too long?
Probably 10 minutes.
All right,
Yeah.
that's way past 10 minutes.
But yeah, I say advantage since you guys have done a lot of legwork here to set the stage.
Okay, so persuasion. Should I say or else and make it intimidation? No, that's very sad. It's the same. 20. I'll roll again because I have advantage. Not 20. So dirty 20. Sorry,
Oh,
dirty
dirty
20.
20, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Many of the Jolly Gents look at each other, and there are whispers and moments of doubt. And Crooks says, "A likely story. The same sort of tale any of the clones of Manchun would tell. Your treachery runs deep, And then he floats up into the air. And he says, "Gents, this is your time for justice." And he, unless anybody tries to stop him, he's going to throw a fireball at Zay.
I duck back behind the statue.
I mean, do I see him winding up with a fireball?
Yeah.
Well, I would try to shoot him with a crossbow bolt.
Okay.
Let's see. 18
Hits.
damage for crossbows. Whoa, I don't even have it written. I use it so rarely. Let me see. Oh, I have it up here.
With sneak attack?
1d8.
No, he sees you. You're not hidden.
Yeah, plus I was shouting 8. Oh wait, 8 plus. Let's see. I get a dex bonus on that still, even though it's not really dex. Yeah.
For damage, yeah, we'll say yes.
Okay, then 12.
Okay.
Put that fireball back up your butt, crooks.
Amazing.
Nothing is.
It rips through his armor. It seems like he's wearing some kind of armor, obviously, underneath. Like he's got like some light leather, but there's something underneath it that's protecting him.
Does it stop his fireball?
No, it doesn't. So he floats up about 20 feet as this fireball coalesces, and you can see that strapped to his back, like a proton pack of sorts, is the box that has the hungering shard in it, and it's like glowing vibrantly. It seems like the magic of that thing is kind of bleeding into his fireball.
How far away is he?
He's maybe 30, 40 feet away from you.
I cast Shatter on the what's holding it.
Okay.
As I duck behind the statue, I'm going to transform into a panther.
Nice. Well, we'll resolve this round and then roll initiative.
Great. I cast Shatter. He needs some Constitution save.
Doop, doop. He gets a 14 plus 4, 18.
Well, he wins then. He takes a little bit of damage.
If she's trying to damage the proton pack, does it still work the same way?
It would take double damage because it's an inanimate object.
But does the pack have a Constitution save?
Wait, so then does it succeed or no?
Well, it's actually magical in nature. There's something reinforcing it beyond just like physical stuff. So
19 halved.
Okay. So 10 to Crooks.
There's a
and
big,
38 to
loud
Pops.
ringing noise.
Kaboom! Yeah, it echoes across the bailey and off the keep, and and then Crooks launches his ball at Yuze. So make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh. Would a saving throw, if I'm in an animal form,
Use your animal stats.
and so I would just add whatever. So I would just add 3. Not that it matters. 6.
Yeah, that fails. So you would take 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 plus
There's
13.
a statue in between me.
Yeah, but it's like a big old kaboom. It actually blows away the statue entirely and does 25 damage. So you could say you do that you take that before you shapeshifted or after. It's up to you, since it was all kind of happening in this first round. We didn't roll initiative yet. If you want to still be a panther, or if you want that damage to get soaked up by the panther.
That would make me transform back into.
Right.
Yeah, no, I transformed, and now I'm back into being a halfling.
Kablooey. Roll for initiative, everyone, please.
21 for Lark.
6 for Ilka.
6.
8 for Zay.
Dirty 20.
And Crooks gets 10. So we got Lark, Scoot, Crooks, Zay, and Ilka. Maybe some friendos in the middle.
Aw, look at that.
Question mark.
All right. So the gents are all arming for war. As your friend Zay just got smoked by a fireball. You're standing on the edge right next to the soul engine. What would you like to do, Lark? It's still humming. Like there's definitely some connection between what he has on his back and this sphere-like thing.
Smell of animal fur in the air.
Scorched panther fur.
Yeah, you can sense there's some like energy flowing from the engine into his backpack.
And can you describe, what does the engine look like again?
It's a series of concentric, like partial spheres kind of rotating around each other. An armillary sphere.
Okay, the spheres are turning. All right.
Mhm.
Then I will. And is the engine above the hole? Like, is it being suspended by the hole? And it was hoisted up, or is it floated up?
It was hoisted up, so whatever's holding it up is kind of like supported by these chains that are under it. Like there's these kind of hooks that are bracing it. that kind of lifted it up, and they're attached to these chains that are moving up and down.
Okay. And so the chains are, they're very sturdy chains.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Huge.
All right. Then I'm going to I'll call out. Jolly gents, you need to fight for true justice. Remember the words of the original Rowan Crooks. And I'll quote some of the little notebook that I gave to little Joan. I'll quote an especially inspiring sentence.
Like, we are not heroes, we're servants.
We're not. Yeah, exactly.
Together. Yeah.
And then I'll also shout that he's using the Hungering Shard in his backpack as I pull out little Dinky and wedge it into the concentric circles of the spinning engine.
Oh, dang. Do you say...
Yeah,
catchphrase?
Here comes Lil Dinky is what the last thing I'll say, which might be confusing to everybody else. But then Lil Dinky flies out. And I'll try to, hopefully its magical nature is enough, but if I can brace it on either side on the inside angle of the chain as it's spinning so that it has that reinforcement on the edges to stop the spinning movement of the concentric circles.
Make an attack roll to try and aim it just right.
All right. With dex bonus?
Yep, and proficiency.
Then 15.
That is just enough. So it shrinks out about 30 feet, and you stick it right in towards the bottom, in between some of the rotating pieces, and they kind of jam against it and then start to turn. Make a strength roll, Lark.
Oh, that's going to be less successful, I imagine.
You can do it. Just rage.
12.
Okay. You can't keep your footing, but you can still hold on to it. So Lark's starting to get spun around as he holds on to this long stick wedged into this device. Like, the force of it moving is more than the force of you holding it still.
Great.
The Jolly Gents step back as Lark starts to pinwheel around. But it's very heroic.
Nice. I hold my hat.
Assuming that you want to hold on to it. You don't want to
Yes, I definitely want to hold on to it. I'm just trying to dig my heels in unsuccessfully.
Yeah, you're kicking up dirt right and left. Scoot. What do? You're still hidden.
If I tried to rage, it might not work after seeing that.
You'd laugh halfway through your raging.
Oh, look at that scamp trying so hard.
I feel like happy rage is underexplored in D&D.
Yeah. Well, I don't think this will be happy rage. So I'm still kind of like turtle poking my head out the sewer a little bit still.
The staircase.
Yeah. So I never really got out of there. How far away is Rowan Crooks, the new bad guy?
Maybe like 80 feet.
Shit.
Yeah, you were kind of farther away because he was right by the engine.
Okay. And in the air as well?
Mm-hmm.
Is that including that?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Here's what I got for DM. I'm going to rage right off the back. And this all started, I may not have even seen Lark. When I saw Zelopharn, that little hologram Zelopharn hurt. Like, I almost wanted to just pop right there. Gonna rage, pull myself out the hole, like that. Mm-hmm. How much movement are you gonna take away from me on that? Because I got some math here.
None. It's
excellent. It's so freaking cool. All right, now I got 40 feet of movement. Seventh level, and this is Tasha's Cauldron and everything. As part of the bonus action you take to enter your rage, you can move up to half your speed.
Okay.
So I think we talked about I'm getting that too.
I like it.
So 60 feet of movement gets me 60 feet towards, what's his name?
That guy.
And I'm surrounded by bad people now, right? You guys are...
Gents, yeah.
Gents. Well,
may or may not be bad.
May or may not be
None
bad.
are doing opportunity attacks on you, so if that's...
Real? Okay, how many are around? Like hundreds are around me?
There are about 50 total down on the ground surrounding the soul engine, so maybe like 8 near you.
But more could run in from the other parts of the island.
Yes.
I was going to blow up my axe.
Oh.
But I don't want to hurt the people around me.
Yeah. Tough call.
Yeah. All right. That's what I asked for AoE, and I got what I wanted, and now I'm afraid to use it all the time.
I hear you. My spells, yeah.
All right. So I'm 60 feet. I'm in the middle of everything. I got it. I'm going to throw the truck.
At Crooks?
At Crooks in the air.
Great. Make an attack roll.
Nice. It's all like still like the other faux row clone is
bits.
like...
Oh, yeah.
The goop is still on.
Just, it's congealed. It's kind of like dry hair that's clumped in the shower.
All the gents around you are like plugging their nose. Like, what just walked in?
There's my AoE. 5 feet.
Onions. They're just backing up. We haven't even taken out the bag of holding yet.
Here's a rage throw.
They smell like demons.
Just throwing it. Strength okay for this?
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy. 17 plus... That would be, that'd be
It's-
21 without a
it's-
proficiency. Okay.
It's,
What would you like for a damage?
I'll say a D4 since it's just kind of an improvised weapon,
Okay.
but it's clunky.
Is there any magic attached to this guy? Well, I guess we'll find out in a second. 3.
3
Plus, and my
plus
strength,
strength.
so 7 total.
7 plus 1, we'll say.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, so 8 damage. And it clunks into Rowan Crooks' head. And he barely even isn't even like moved by it. It just kind of tinks right off his head. And you notice that as it hits him, now that he's kind of firing up with this backpack that's on his back,
Mhm.
there's this sort of stream of energy that shoots down towards the soul engine and actually downwards into this pit below the soul engine. Streaks right past Ilka and Lark.
When he's hit?
Yeah, like when he's hit, like some of this force is shot downwards through like a little spectral gust of wind.
Oh, no.
Do any of us know what that might be?
Roll intelligence, I guess. if
Oh,
you're
would that
gonna
be an
try and figure it out.
arcana? Or I guess intelligence.
I was right there, so I'm going to roll just because I
We'll
was
say-
proximity.
What'd you get? Maybe Ilka and Lark, since you're right by it.
14.
14.
10.
10. You don't really know what
Or
that would
11, I guess.
be, but you hear a sound of thump, 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 like large pieces of stone hitting the ground down below in the lab.
Huh.
Whatever that means to you.
Well, Scoot knows less.
Okay.
They rolled a 19.
You remember that there was a big fleshy golem thing inside of a coffin down in the lab,
Mm.
and that might be related to whatever's going on here.
Remember that big fleshy golem thing, guys?
Oh dear.
At this point, some of the Jolly Gents say, for Rowan and for the Silver Waves of Justice, and Joan and Ann Jane, and Ramble and Bill, and a couple, like maybe about 20 Jolly Gents total, take up arms against their comrades and start to, and Ann Jane actually throws a net at Rowan Crooks to try and pull him down.
Oh, remember when I
Oh,
used to
this
use a
guy?
net?
hmm
How'd you roll a 19?
Yeah, that's my net spirit happening right there.
But Crooks also rolled very high.
18 is very good.
She hooks him with it and tries to pull him down, but does not. So he's shrouded by this net, but his force of magic pulling him in the air is stronger than her trying to pull him down. But she's heaving and heaving. And a big old brawl just kind of erupts in this arena. Some of the Jolly Gents take up arms against their comrades. Clearly, their friendship and the peace here wasn't as like long-lived or genuine as you might have thought.
They weren't inspired by my quote from the book.
Some of them were.
Okay.
Yeah. They're repeating the words under their breath.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. You're like, that quote that Lark said. Yeah. Yeah.
That's the real Rowan.
And little Joan, she stays put by Zelifar and kind of like fights off a couple gents that come towards her. Meanwhile, up on the ramparts, 2 wyverns crawl up into view, kind of on both sides of the
Oh,
bailey,
no.
and just launch into the sky over the whole battle going on down here, and start to swoop down, taking pot shots at the gents that are resisting. One of them, we'll say, goes towards, probably Scoot, since you're the most dominant looking.
Yeah, I'll
You
take
just
it.
threw a big old mace, and it swoops past you and tries to sting you, Scoot, with its big hooked scorpion tail.
I forgot we had combat before, huh?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Scoot, 24.
Yeah, that just clips me.
You take only 6 damage, so halved is 3. Make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Is a 24 enough?
It is very much enough. So
It's 25, I'm sorry.
it's halved because you succeeded, and then halved again because you're raging. So that'd be 6, right?
Yeah.
So 3 and 6. I think, right?
Seems close.
I don't.
Feel good?
Was it a dex save? It was
a con save.
Yeah, so I think it's just the once. So 12 poison damage?
So if you succeeded on it, you just have it, and that's it.
Yeah, 12 poison damage.
Okay, then 12. Got it.
All right.
At the same time, you all hear a rattling of giant chains and a clanking
Yeah.
down below you, Ilka and Lark especially, coming from the tube.
If we look down, what do we see?
I guess you're still nearby. You see large, fleshy golems crawling up the chains towards you. 3 of them,
Do the chains look breakable?
with extreme force, which is kind of your wheelhouse.
Sure. How close together are those golems?
Oh, they're all pretty close to each other. Rowan, for his part, is going to, we'll say, he's going to fly away from this brawl a little ways and kind of perch on top of like a training, like a target dummy. And then just fire a firebolt at Lark as he kind of assesses the scene. And you notice this like magical aura kind of shimmering around him. And as he gets farther away from the engine, this stream of like windy energy kind of becomes more obvious, stemming from the engine into his backpack. He rolled a 26 to hit.
Jeez.
It's right on the wire, but yeah.
So that's going to be not too bad. That's only 8 damage.
Okay.
Zap. Takes us to Zay.
Just one quick question about the 8 damage. How does uncanny dodge work if I'm clinging to the end of a pole being whipped around a hole at the same time?
I think that would probably help you, if anything.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
All right, then I'm going to take uncanny dodge still.
Sure.
Yeah.
So the beam is like in front of you, and you kind of like limbo under it as he's like trying to catch you in this firebolt, but it still grazes you.
Okay.
Holding on to a 30-foot rod that's spinning in a circle is
Yeah.
nature's uncanny dodge.
Right.
It's an environmental bonus.
That's right. Takes us to Zay.
So Zay would not have seen that there are creatures coming from below.
No, you would see the big brawl between the gents and the wyverns and crooks,
Okay.
and maybe hear the creatures below.
Zay casts Moonbeam.
But you're the only one who remembered about the golems below.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I might recognize like the sound of them or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I cast Moonbeam on Rowan.
Okay, that's.
I was hoping he was still going to be above and it was going to go like crashing through the engine, but no.
Sure. Wisdom save.
The Independence Day shot.
Sorry,
Yeah.
it is a con saving throw.
Con.
Oh, yes. With an 18 DC.
He gets a 16, so he fails.
Yeah.
So what does that do?
Thank you, Nature's Wrath Staff. Okay, silver beam of pale light goes through him.
Gwa. That's the
When
sound
he
it makes.
starts there, when he enters or starts there, he's engulfed in ghostly flames of searing pain. 2d10 radiant damage.
And he has to revert to his original form?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he still looks like Rowan Crooks.
Whatever. It's the worst.
10.
So my first was a 10.
Boom.
16 damage.
Nice. So again, like streams of energy come flowing out of Crooks and down the hole as this hits him. And maybe Ilka, you can see that it kind of like walms into some of the golems down there, and they kind of glow a little bit with energy, and maybe like get like torn up a little bit,
Oh,
as
okay.
if they're soaking some of the damage for him.
Wild.
Hmm.
But he still gets hurt. Takes us to Ilka.
Yeah, I kind of want to reduce him in some way. Like I can attack the golems, but they will continue to take damage.
Mm-hmm. Did you want to move?
I'll stay put. Thank you. Oh, I'm going to move a little closer to Scoot.
I'm gonna chill touch him.
Okay, so you kind of move through the brawl a little bit to get closer.
I can do it from 120 feet away.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
So I chill touch at him. Range spell attack. 10.
Yeah, he draws his rapier and actually parries it in midair magically
Great.
with his sword.
Well, that was that, and then I'm gonna throw my remaining bardic inspiration at Scoot.
What kind of music?
Kind of like the Monster Mash, I think is where we're at with this.
What are you up to on these 10s?
Like the narrative part or the song
Eights.
part?
Eights.
Yeah, the narrative part of the song.
No, this is the actual Monster Mash
Oh, okay.
that they're singing about that nobody knows the sound of.
Oh,
Is this.
Oh.
Amazing.
Oh, wow.
How does Ilka know about it?
Ilka knows everything about music.
Malark Way, Silver. What are you doing in there? What are you doing, man?
All right. So do I get a sense that if I could dig my feet in hard enough and stop, would I be able to stop the steel ring, concentric rings from spinning?
It would probably be very hard to do on your own unless people helped you. Or if you like found a way to wedge the stick in something, maybe.
Is there anything that I can wedge the stick in? Like I was hoping to wedge it against the chains, but it seems like that wasn't really an option.
Well, you can extend and shrink the stick.
Yeah.
So that might be some way to do it.
Okay, so kind of as I'm spinning around and assessing what I have to wedge the stick against, if I make it another 20 feet longer, which is the max length of it, is there something that I can wedge it against that might stop the things from spinning?
Well, at that length, you would start to hit many Jolly Gents as you span around. And so that'd be the one thing if like they make a dog pile somehow that stops it, but risky.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna extend it to 50. Does that take my full action?
I think it's a bonus action, we'll say.
All right, so that's my bonus action, and then that's the only way I can think of to damage the engine. Can I see from here what that Zelopharn is not actually here, or does it look like he's here?
He looks like kind of like a hologram, like there's a small piece of soul stone or metal, some kind of device in the center, like where his heart would be. And otherwise, it's sort of a vision of Zelopharn. Seems to be sleeping.
Would I have some instinct about what the little crystal soul stony thing might mean?
It reminds you of Antediluvian Jake when you saw him near his phylactery. Sort of like a shadowy version of Zelopharn.
Okay. So there'd be no way to really either free Zelopharn, and even if I took the chains off, he couldn't really interact in this combat in any way.
Yeah, unclear. Yeah.
All right. Rowan's far away.
Like 60 feet.
Sitting on a wall. I'd have to climb up the wall.
He's like 8 feet up. He kind of landed on a target dummy.
Did he get out of the net?
Yes. We'll say he actually kind of like blurred through it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So then I guess I'm going to look down the hole right now to see what's been going on, because I haven't had a chance to look yet. And so I see the golems.
Well, you'd be 50 feet out.
Oh, I'm 50 feet away. I'm at the end now. All right. Oh God, I don't have any good options. I'll head towards Rowan.
So you're going to let go of the stick.
Well, okay. No, I've extended it 50 feet. What happens?
Make a strength roll first.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, how that goes for you.
Well, 18.
Very nice. So you kind of spread yourself wide to like catch gents. Is that your goal, to like stop this thing?
I want to stop it from spinning. My first goal is to stop the engine.
Do you say anything like help or...
Yeah, like let's stop the engine.
Okay.
Grab on.
Okay. Scoot, you're probably close enough. Ilka, are you still like in the engine space, or where did you go? Like near the edge of it. So you'd be like ducking below.
I haven't moved a whole lot.
If it helps you out, I'm next in initiative, so my action would come up next too. So
what would you do, Scoot?
Rowan went high up in the air, right? He's up on a thing.
He's like 8 feet up.
8, but how far away is he from me now?
60 feet.
Yeah, that's... If I can get to him in one turn and help out with the strength-looking thing, I'm going to definitely go do that.
Sure. You roll strength too then.
Okay. Hey, do I get an advantage because I'm raging?
Yeah.
I do.
Yes.
Good. I'm lucky. Wow, that's not a whole lot better. With a 7, I am up to 15.
That's just enough.
Yay!
So, yeah, between Lark, Scoot, and several Jolly Gents kind of piling up, you all score huge grooves in the ground as little Dinky brings this thing to a halt, and there's this horrible screeching sound as the metal stops spinning around itself and kind of goes inert.
I would just like to scream at Lark when this is happening. I am really impressed with little Dinky's strength.
I know.
Yeah.
It's magic.
Wow.
I was waiting for you to roll a 1 and for it to snap it. I was like, goodbye, little Dinky.
Yeah, and it seems to have some effect. Like there's this like magical outpouring, sort of like instability and like little bursts of magic, like shattering the ground around it, sort of a crater forming around the hole.
Does it seem to impact the energy that was flowing into Rowan at all?
There's still definitely energy spewing out of it, yeah, but it's more erratic and kind of flowing wildly, but still making its way towards Rowan. He's absorbing it.
For some reason this feels like old times. I can't explain it, but it just feels like we've done this before.
It's part of the job.
Maybe it's just us completely screwing up the...
Yeah.
It's just a giant mess that we're in.
Us taking a perfectly good piece of equipment and making sure it doesn't work properly.
Scoot, what else do you want to do? Anything else? Or just hold on?
I think that was a lot of movement and helping with the action is probably... How far away was I? About...
From Crooks?
From those little Dinky.
Yeah.
Oh, you were like right in its path, so it just
right
caught you. Yeah.
Okay. If my action was to help slow the thing down, you know what? I'm probably lost for a second. I'm probably just taking the moment of, yay, look it, we did a thing. Yeah.
Sure. So as it stops, also like this crater starts to like crack across the bailey and extend farther out, like fault lines almost in this island, as if what was keeping the island together might be, at risk.
I probably react to that.
Yeah.
Friendos, several of them take pot shots at Crooks. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. 3, critical hit. Crooks gets peppered with arrows, and again, streams of energy shoot down towards these golems that are climbing up the chains. And we'll say a third Wyvern Rider kind of pops out from like above the keep on the high side of the island and dives down to lock in combat with one of the other Wyverns that's swooping around. However, the remaining wyvern rider, Pill Garlic, has hopped onto a wyvern at this point. And he comes stomping over to Zay and starts taking chomps at you since you're firing him moonbeams at his boss. So
They don't like that kind of thing anymore?
no. Zay, that is a 19 to hit with a bite.
Hits.
And then 6 to hit, so that misses. So the bite does 15 piercing damage to you.
Ew.
And this wyvern just kind of roars at you. It's kind of wispy and ghosty and possessed looking.
I look at it very hurt. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why would
Yeah.
you do that?
At this point, the 3 golems are like right below you, Ilka, and one of them actually takes a swipe at you if you're still kind of perching in the hole there.
Can I? Where are we in the? We're at back on friendos. No, we're on baddies.
Baddies, yeah.
Rude. Great.
So a 14. It's probably gonna hit you. Plus 6. 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's gonna be 14 bludgeoning damage. Kaplam. Then Rowan Crooks.
Don't you have the cloak back? What is your AC bonus?
It's 18 with the cloak, but it doesn't beat a 20.
But just the one hit. Oh, okay.
Just one attack.
I see.
Crooks is gonna also do some magic. He's gonna blink out of existence and appear
It's going to come back wet. It's happened to me.
next to Scoot, and try to grab you like on the head, Scoot.
I don't like that.
As his hand starts to like wither and decay and become ghostly,
I don't like that either.
and he tries to grab you.
I don't like
Gross.
any of that.
Yeah,
He rolls off 39.
make a Constitution saving throw. I believe. Hang on. It might actually be Charisma.
Oh, I didn't do good last time.
It is Constitution.
Okay.
You're in luck.
Constitution. Here I go. 19 plus 4 is 23.
Okay, you managed to resist the finger of death, Scoot. So
Huh? Wait. What was that called?
the finger of death.
What
There
does
we
it
go.
do?
Well, instead of 78 necrotic damage, it's going to do, sorry, not 78. Math, 1 second. I'm not even rolling it 'cause it's too many dice. Okay, so 28 plus 30, so 56. So, okay, it's going to be 28 damage halved.
Okay.
So 28.
That's
Necrotic damage.
after my rage?
That's after the half, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
It hurts a lot. The chill of death has brushed your brain.
Oh no! The thinking half of my brain just froze.
But he's also in melee range, so there's that. And he did step out of the moonbeam too, so.
Did he take damage for that at the start of the moonbeam?
I think he took it in the
Okay.
last, like when she rolled it. So,
Okay. Just trying to help
Yeah.
other people.
Say, it's your turn.
I run towards Scoot and cast Balm of the Summer Court on him to heal him for 10.
Cool.
And then I use my action to travel my moonbeam back onto Rowan.
Right on top of him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you want us to roll damage now? I think it's easier to roll damage during your turn than to wait until the start of his turn. It's easier to remember.
Yeah, well, when he enters it, so
Oh, yeah.
then if he stays in it, he'll hit it again.
He got a 15 for his roll.
So he does.
So 2d10, probably?
Yes, he
if
does
fails.
not fail.
Yeah.
Okay, 13 damage.
Nice. He's looking a little rough at this point. Like, he's definitely felt the impact of all these attacks, but not like, to the point where he'd be slowed down at all.
I like that we've reached the phase of the campaign where we're getting attacked with Finger of Death and we're getting healed with suntan lotion.
Yeah.
It's just like real life.
Do I have any sort of indication that if I used the Scroll of Daylight or the Potion of Protection from Evil and Good, that would be helpful?
Roll nature. Because it is your turn. Yeah. All you know is that these
10.
this wyvern right in front of you seems endemic.
Oh,
It's part of the Shadowfell, so daylight might be a bad thing for it.
Okay. It takes an action, so I hand off a potion of protection from evil and good to Scoot because we're nearby now.
Ilka.
I don't like these golems underneath me
Uh-huh.
or the chain they're crawling on. So
Uh-huh.
I'm going to cast Shatter directly down at these big fleshy losers.
Sure, trying to catch like all of them in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty clumped up, so.
And for me.
Go, Ilka. Go, Ilka. Go.
Go, ninja, go, ninja, go.
I would like some constitution save from them and or the chains.
Chains don't do one. They rolled a 10, so that would be...
Good.
Yeah.
I win.
Good, I think, for you.
They take lots of thunder damage.
Yep, that's a 14 total. So, roll it.
6.
6 total?
That's it. I rolled so well last time.
Okay.
6.
The chains rattle, but don't break. They're pretty thick. They're like, 6-inch plus thickness. And the golems all lurch and grumble.
Good.
Seems like it was extra effective against them. Do you move or stay put, like right above them?
I'm going to back as far away as I can after that.
Okay, so like running up into the fracas?
Yeah.
The gents?
Yep.
Okay. You get some space. You're kind of hidden in the crowd if they come after you.
Good.
Takes us to Lark. At this point, you're still holding on to Little Dinky, and you can feel the force of all, like, there are at least like 10 Jolly Gents kind of piled up with you, and Scoot as well. And Rowan Crook's right nearby, zapping Scoot. As Little Dinky kind of just, like, the force of this leverage is cracking the island wide open around you. What would you like to do, Lark?
Is my presence required here still? Like, do I need to be holding onto this end of Little Dinky for it to not slip out of control?
Right now, it seems like you're pretty free.
Okay.
Scoot went down, that might be different.
Yeah. Okay. And Rowan's close, yeah?
Yes, very close.
I want to try to get the hungering shard away from him. It's in the proton pack, right? Like, is he just wearing it like a backpack?
Yeah, but the pack itself is like it's like magical energy in nature. It's some kind of like a cage of force as well as metal.
Oh, so
it's
not
pretty
like
tricky.
I have to damage that, but I can't just like pry it off. I couldn't just slice it off of him.
You can, I mean, yeah, it's got this like metal kind of frame that's attached to him, so you could try to break that. It's pretty sturdy, but maybe not impenetrable.
By chance, did that energy flux when he was injured?
Not really. The shard is absorbing energy from the core.
Yeah.
Seems separate from his injury thing.
Gotcha.
It seems like, I mean, am I wrong? It seems like the engine and the shard are routing power to him in some way, right?
Yes.
That's the kind of the flow of energy we're seeing.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to let go. I want to try to attack the shard specifically. I want attacking the backpack.
Okay.
And I'll say, we need to get the backpack away from him. And Scoot, do you have bombs you could throw down the hole?
Do I? I thought I gave those up.
Damn
Just
it.
think about the last time Lark attacked one of the shards.
15?
To hit the box?
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah. And I'm going to take sneak because he's there's everybody around him. Is that okay?
Yeah, for sure.
If he was engaged with me, would he get advantage?
Yeah, if Lark circles around to the other side.
Which he was.
Yep.
Because I just got fingered with a death finger.
Yep. The finger.
But not to death.
No, well, to hurt.
So
Yeah.
so then let me just see if I roll it.
Ouch.
Nat 20. I don't. I
Okay.
rolled way worse. But thank you, Scoot/Scott. 29 points of damage with the rapier.
Wow.
Thanks, Ouroboros rapier.
Did you double it up a couple times?
No, just once. I rolled an 8, and then I got to roll it again.
Nice.
And then I'm going to swipe offhand as well.
Do it.
14
Advantage?
offhand on the offhand attack as well. Advantage?
It's easy to hit, yeah.
Okay, 26. That was my 2 hit.
Okay.
8 more points.
Okay. I mean, it seems like you're scratching this sphere, like you're putting dents in it, but not enough to shatter it. It's like very, very tightly and magically bound. Even more so than like the soul engine itself, it seems. Like this thing was made so that what's inside of it could never get out.
But I can't. If I'm attacking the metal straps that are on him.
Oh, the straps.
I'm trying to get it off of him.
Got it. Yeah, we'll say that it's like dangling off his back now. It could be like ripped off.
Okay.
Yeah. And he whirls around at you in frustration.
But doesn't attack because it's Scoot's turn.
It is now Scoot's turn.
I had to lean over really quick and look at the order.
Yeah. Wait, am I cocky? Yeah, I'm
Am
cocky.
I dead?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm fine.
Wait, is it Scoot? I shouldn't be cocky.
He's like, what do you think you're going to achieve here?
We're trying to save the world and stop you, Manshoon.
You're so confused, he says.
Do I know what your goal is with the backpack?
I did shout, like, let's get the backpack away from him. And Scoot, if you have bombs, throw them down the hole.
Okay, I gave the bombs up during trap time last episode. But it would be kind of fun to just like try to grab that backpack like a handoff and run.
Yeah.
Which I think I'm going to do.
Okay.
Which I'd really like to do. It's just like, so it's just
Rip it
dangling. It's like one strap now, right?
Yeah.
Is what you said?
Yeah,
So
like hanging off his hip.
So
Jump
either
back down the hole.
I'll go somewhere, but we want to get this thing away from him, right?
Yeah, I'm guessing. I have no idea.
So I'm just going to go and grab it and just start running with it like I'm carrying a football.
Okay, roll strength.
And
See if
so
are you trying to like rip it off of him or like take him with it?
I don't know the strength of the last strap, which is why
Yeah.
I don't really care. And I'm just
Sure.
going for it. Either
Okay.
this thing's going to go, it's going to snap, and I'm going to start running away.
Roll strength.
Okay. Oh, I'm still raging, so I have advantage, right?
Yep.
Because that's a 1.
Yep.
Okay.
Come on.
Why did I pick
no
up the
whammies,
same die?
No whammies.
He got a 9, so you're in good shape.
Shouldn't have told me that. I got like a +8. Okay, 17 with a
Yep.
bunch of stuff.
Yep.
Okay, so I have run to where Lark was. I have grabbed the cage thing in the strap, and I go and I reach the length of the strap. What happens?
It starts to buckle, but you're pulling Crooks with you slowly at this point. Do you want to try and like give it a jerk to break it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you do like a twist, like you're holding a football.
I would, yeah,
You
just like
keep running,
when I get bring it back forward one more time, and
and it snaps, and he's turning around and like reaching for it and trying to like grab it away from you, and you can feel like a magical pull as he reaches his hand out.
oh no!
But the force of you charging forward is more than his magics can handle. So what direction are you heading? Like towards the hole or just like into the crowd?
Into the crowd, I think at this point.
Okay.
I'm just running. If I can spot friends, this is truly like the Marvel's Endgame moment where it's just a giant battle. And I don't know where I'm going
And
at
you
this
just
point. I just
took the Infinity Gauntlet away from Thanos.
yeah, and I'm just trying to get away. Now, what do I do,
Okay,
Lark?
and as you make it about 20 feet away, there's this resounding boom that echoes around the whole Bailey. And basically, from the middle of the island outwards, everything just starts to collapse downwards in a massive upheaval of dirt and rock as you separate this thing from Crooks. Everybody make dexterity saving throws, please, if you're on the ground, which I believe you all are.
Can I transform into a Tresson?
Yes.
I do that. And fly up into the air.
16.
13.
Okay.
20. Dirty 20.
20. And Zay? Dexterity saving throw?
I'm not falling.
Just make one anyway, just as all this
Then I probably wouldn't. have
this energy
transformed, but that's
still
okay.
happens. If you're a Tressum, it'll help you.
10.
Okay, so a cascade, an avalanche of stone and earth and metalwork, the insides of the lab around you as you fall down as this island cracks and shatters, falls around you, and you manage to dodge any serious damage. But Ilka, you're kind of flung away from your friends.
Can I feather fall
Is that-
myself?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like wisdom in this point. I'm going to feather fall and see if I can soften some of that damage.
Yeah, you don't take any damage if you feather fall. You just kind of lightly land on a separate chunk of rock.
I'm a leaf on a wind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a minute.
Are you sure
That
you
ends
want that?
poorly.
Yeah.
We got a few minutes to
I
go.
waft gently to the ground.
You waft gently onto a piece of parapet that's falling sideways, and you land on it. And as the dust and magical currents start to clear, you all see around you. Zay, are you hovering or
That
you
is
stay
my
on the ground?
intention, yes.
Okay, well then everything's plummeting down below you at like gravity speed,
Okay, I
unless you
follow.
want to like keep up.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were just hanging out up there.
spot
Yeah.
Scoot and aim towards him.
Okay, so you dive downwards at the same speed as everything else.
Yeah, if any of them are within 60 feet of me, then I can soften their fall as well
Okay.
with the feather.
Okay. Well, we'll say this island's not collapsing and falling so fast like you all can't like stay on some pieces of rock and kind of like ride the magical currents down.
Great.
So after about 30 seconds of pure chaos, as you all just struggle for something to hold on to, Little Dinky, a piece of the armillary sphere, each other, Ilka and Zay are kind of off on your own, but Lark and Scoot, you're close to each other. You were kind of charging away, but you get flung backwards
Oh,
towards
all right.
Lark.
All right.
You start to get a clear idea of what's around you, and you can see that Rowan Crooks is holding on to a piece of castle, maybe 40 feet away, with like the swirling void of the Shadowfell coursing past you as you plummet towards the ground. You figure you got at least like a minute until you contact the ground at the speed you're falling. The shadowy sphere that has coated this island has vanished, so you can see the craggy mountains of the Shadowfell around you again. And it's all collapsing. You can see the wyverns up in the sky, kind of diving downwards and streaking around, dodging debris. You can see jolly gents just plummeting out of the sky in some cases, or holding on to pieces of debris as well. The golems, there's one kind of nearby, maybe like 40 feet away from Roan Crooks, holding onto a piece of chain that's connecting it to another floating piece of rock. But it's very, very chaotic, and things are moving at high speed around you.
Do I see Zelipharn?
You roll perception.
10.
You see, you see the pedestal that had the teleportation circle on it is still intact, and it's about 100 feet away, kind of twirling through the sky, and little Joan is there holding on to this piece of soul stone and holding on to like a piece of metal, like a hook that's near the circle, and keeping him close to those glyphs, the runes of the circle. So she's holding on to his little soul stone thing.
Okay.
What's the package doing what's this football up to?
Yeah, it's humming loudly.
Shut up.
Yeah, but it seems to be just this like little like sun in the palm of your hand. It's the ball of energy.
Do I notice anything? Am I altering anything when I change my grip or anything like that? Do I feel like I'm having any effect on the environment with what I'm doing to this thing?
Yeah, there's like sort of magical outbursts and currents, and it kind of like jags reality around when you turn it.
Okay.
But only as sort of like it seems like it's not like it's just that powerful on the inside that it's having this sort of side effect on its environment nearby. It's about the size of like a companion cube. Like it's just this kind of box.
Yeah, I run into those all the time in my day-to-day life.
Mm-hmm. Well, for the listening audience, I figured they know what I'm talking about.
I don't know that I would be able to figure this out in a minute. But what about the rock that can make things floating?
Yeah, it's strapped to your back.
Now, are there any pieces of wood or stone large enough, door-sized or bigger, where I could try to improvise a raft as fast as possible?
You'd have to like wedge it under something, otherwise it wouldn't have like a point of contact. So that's the tricky thing.
Okay.
You could try to do that with like debris, but
I think that's kind of my idea. Does it seem like I could make that happen in the time that I have?
Roll investigation to see how well, as you're plummeting through the sky, you can cobble something together.
Okay. Investigation, you say?
Yep.
Well, that's a -1. But I also so I got a 16 right now, and
Nice.
I'm going to throw this bardic inspiration on there just to 19 total.
Monster mash things together.
Oh, nice.
So between the broken rock on this piece of castle that you and Lark are on, you find a spot to like tuck it in where the rock is fully contacting this little alcove. It's like an arrow slit that was in the wall at one point, and now it kind of fits in there.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're able to kind of lodge it in there, and real quickly you feel this piece of rock that you're on decelerating and start to like stabilize.
Yep.
Are you holding the guitar then? Ilka's like plummeting past you. Zay is diving towards you.
I'm wafting.
Oh, you're wafting.
I'm
Yeah,
wafting past.
So you're not like holding onto the ground. You're just gonna like float.
Yeah.
Okay. Ilka is floating down. Like
It's
a
really
snowflake.
majestic.
I'm not. I guess I probably
billowing.
haven't looked. I mean, if I saw that she was coming down, then I'm trusting that she's going to make it, and now I'm just focused entirely on keeping this whole thing together.
She wasn't wearing her cape before, but she is now.
Okay, I'm looking.
Flutter in the wind.
You have to be playing the guitar a little bit to keep it from just like plummeting full speed.
Okay.
So,
G flat,
You
Well,
do know those
well,
couple of
performance.
notes.
2 and 3.
Are you like yelling out chords to him?
Yeah.
as you go?
Can I? Is this something I could do vocally as well?
You can try.
It's like, what's a fret?
I just start singing just like a sea shanty if I can think of one.
Scoot, what happens when you drop a piano down a mine shaft?
Crash, 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 crash. I rolled a 4.
Okay. Yeah, you're slowing down a little bit, but also the whole island starts to flip upside down. Lark, do you try to like climb over to the top or hold on to something?
Yes, I definitely. Well, I'm trying to hold on to Little Dinky, and I'm climbing around the island as it flips over.
Okay. What about you, Scoot? Like, do you just try to hold on to something and keep playing, or are you like what's your practice here? You're really losing control of this thing.
Yeah, I'm desperately trying to. I think I would probably trust landing the fall over. I need to concentrate on playing.
Okay.
That's what I want to focus on. It's like I feel like I could probably take the hit because I don't know how gravity and distance work. So I'm just going to try to focus as much as I can on this playing to write the whole world, I guess.
Okay. Zay, you can reach them at this point. What would you like to do with these various people and friends and enemies around you?
Are Lark and Scoot on the same piece of rock?
Same piece of rock, and it's kind of corkscrewing down through the sky.
Okay.
Slightly slower than other wreckage as the island plummets above you, below you, around you.
Yeah. Do I still see Rowan?
You do, yeah. He's pretty close. He just kind of got flung onto a separate piece of material. And he seems to be kind of getting up and looking around and getting his bearings right now.
I fly toward little Joan.
Okay, so towards the teleportation circle and Joan and Zelopharn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I land near little Joan, hoping that she recognizes me and kind of look up at her, indicating that I could take the soul stone.
You can hold your paw out.
Yeah.
A little gimme.
She can put it on a little pouch that still exists on my collar.
Sure. She, yeah. We'll say she like has a little piece of leather and she like straps it around your neck like a little collar so it dangles. It's heavy, but you got it.
Okay.
Ilka, what about you as you float down?
I'm making sure that all 4 of us are accounted for. Any of our allies look like they need assistance?
I say, "Meow."
Did you make it to the stone? Did she float onto the stone that we were on, or she's headed towards us?
Well, it's up to you because you can kind of control how you're falling. So, like, do you want to just keep stay in the air and just kind of like,
Yeah, I'm trying to join them
monitor
on the
from above?
stone.
We could use your help.
Yeah, I will float over to the stone and take over the musicking to make it go.
Okay, roll performance. See how that goes.
Pretty spectacular. 23.
23. Yeah, no sweat. So as the stone twirls around, you kind of angle your descent to land right next to Scoot. And Scoot, you let her take the reins of the guitar?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
Great.
I finally tell him the punchline to the joke, which was A flat minor.
If you drop a piano down on my
Yeah,
chest.
That's the
I
one.
know. Thank you.
You're
Laura.
welcome.
Thanks.
Right.
I'll make sure to put a pause before
Get it,
that.
Scoot?
too.
Get it?
Yeah.
Good.
Can
And
I push him
that
off?
pun propels you. Yes, you can.
Start to reach one arm out.
I think he's going for a hug, and I hug him back.
That's really, really touching.
Try to shake you off my arm.
Scoot, make a strength roll, please.
Okay.
I assume
To
you're not
break
raging
out
at
of my
this point?
hug.
What's that?
So you're not raging anymore since you haven't taken damage in a bit?
It's been more than a turn, right?
Yeah.
I haven't done any damage. Yeah. I think I'm lucky though. No, I'm not. I used them all up. That's a crit fail.
Dun, dun, dun. As Lark is hugging you and your piece of rock rights itself, the hungering shard is snatched out of your hands by an invisible force and flung towards Roan Crooks, who grabs it out of the air.
I feel like that was going to happen anyway, so I'm glad I got that one out of the way.
Should we go back into initiative order at this point? Lark, how do you react to this first?
I whip little Dinky around and knock it out of his hand.
Make an attack roll.
What a jerk.
You're right in the middle of my solo.
19.
19 hits.
Nice.
I'm just trying to knock it out of his hand. Like it's is it a 1d4 with like what is an improvised weapon?
Yeah, we'll say a
With a
D4.
stick.
Yeah.
3 plus Dex, probably 7.
It knocks it a little ways away from him, but it stays on the platform that he's falling on. He's falling faster than you guys, so he's starting to sink down.
Can I
below
hook
you.
Can I hook the end of it with the little Dinky like through the loop of the backpack?
What'd you roll for an attack again?
19.
19? We'll say yes. And as soon as you start to hook it up, he is trying to hold on to it as well. So he floats off the ground with his flight and tries to like grab at it. Yeah. Do you then like try to like shrink it in, or is it like
Yeah, like
it's a
I'm-
bonus action to extend it?
I want to retract it quick and pull it back in.
I think they'll wait till your next turn since you already
Okay,
extended
alright.
it this turn.
All right, that's a good point.
So
Well, no, it's fully extended. I just had to swing it around. we haven't ever retracted
that's
it.
true.
Scoot and I have been holding on to it.
Okay. We'll say that you've been whipping around this island with a 50-foot long stick as well. Somehow
Sometimes you
not
need
losing your
four
grip on
hands.
it.
Right.
And that's why you weren't helping Scoot with the guitar and everything
Yes,
else, because
yeah.
you were trying to hold on to this super long, unwieldy.
50 feet's freaking long.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Scoot,
That's
it's your
extreme.
turn. So now it's down to like 5 feet again, or 10 feet?
Yeah, sure.
You're holding on to it?
Okay, so you got the backpack now? The stone?
I've pulled it back towards us. Yeah, it's maybe 5 feet away from me.
Okay. Can I grab it?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll take that, and I'm holding that, with 2 hands now.
And what else do you do? Anything else?
Who else is around? Is
Ilka and Lark?
And Zay is over by Zelopharn with little Jane.
How
little Joan.
far
Little Joan,
away is the Rowan platform?
About 30 feet.
Horizontal? Down?
Sort of diagonal down.
He's fallen a little faster than us.
Yeah, but can I leap?
Yeah, and he's
Ins-
actually floating up in the air above it now at this point. So the platform's plummeting. He's kind of like almost horizontal with you.
Oh, we don't care about the platform then.
No.
We just want him in the rock.
So what do you... well, I guess
It's Scoot's turn. I was
going
to have him throw me, but
You can say
Toss
that.
me.
Talk is free.
toss me at
Toss
Rowan. I'm small.
You think I still got enough for that?
What did you do so far?
I just grabbed
it?
a...
Yeah, for sure.
Sweet. I'll, totally take Ilka.
The Ilka
and-
yeet.
Yep.
Yes.
Wait.
Hold it. Foot. One hand on the waist, the other hand on the feet.
You're aiming for crooks?
Yeah.
Okay, make an attack roll.
I'm aiming for where Crooks is going to be in a few
Nice.
seconds.
Smart.
I'm not. No, I'm leading the target here,
Scoot
sir.
Gretzky.
I've been on a ship.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted strength?
And she's feather falling, and you're taking that into account too.
Oh, so I have to throw extra hard.
Because I have a full minute of Heatherfall.
All right, this will be fun. Actually, I'm going to use the die you gave me from the Czechoslovakia. Was that
Prague,
Prague,
Czech
that's right.
Republic.
Czech Republic? All right, very, very good one then. It's 11 with 8, so
I'll do
19.
it. Yeah. So Ilka, how do you land on Roan Crooks? What's your attack?
I'm gonna narrow myself like a point, like a pencil, to go straight through, and then I am hands out, hoping for that shard, and I want to grab it from him.
Scoot has
Oh
it.
wait, we
Scoot
have
has
the
it.
shard.
Yes.
Bye, Ilka.
Crooks is just hovering, like probably wanting to get it back.
Oh, I draw my sunblade then. I stab him.
Hell yeah.
Oh no! All right.
This is
Please
truly
don't-
the fastball special at this point. This is Colossus throwing Wolverine.
Make an attack roll. It's not your turn in initiative, but you know what? You just got chucked at him, so let's just resolve it.
Please don't die.
Take that.
What am I doing? Sunblade.
Guess we could all retcon that if we really needed to.
Oh, we're good.
16 with my sunblade.
Does not hit.
Oh,
So
no.
you plunge it into him, but like it's kind of like along his side, and it kind of like drags down through his armor and gets caught by some like magical energy. Like he has this aura that's protecting him, and so you're kind of dangling off of his side.
Wait a minute. It's got to be more than that.
Did you roll a
I
16?
rolled
or-
a 14, and this says +2 attack.
Oh, yeah.
That's a +2 blade, but you still have your proficiency.
Yeah, except like my dagger is a +5.
Yeah, so you got like a 20 or something.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you're,
yeah.
20
So,
something.
14.
That would be a hit then.
you're at 19.
21
Yeah, you're at 19 just with your proficiency.
Yep.
Great.
Damage, please.
with my stabby sword. 1d8. 1.
Plus your strength,
Good golly. That's 0.
plus your dex.
3.
+2 for the Sunblade.
5.
Plus a D8 because he is undead.
11.
Excellent.
Rolled a 6 on that one. Like I'm sailing over.
Wait a minute. Did you get your original 1 that you rolled too? So are you at 12?
No, I counted the 1.
Okay.
I draw my shiny sunblade, and it flashes him in the eyeballs and sunburns his retinas.
Yeah, and he screams and looks away and like swats at you with his hands.
Good.
And you notice the same like spectral energy streams from him down towards a golem that's plummeting away. It's like 30 feet below you at this point. So he's still like siphoning away some of that damage, but you're still like anchored in him by this blade of light. So
I feel victorious.
we'll call it a win. However, in his attempts to shake you off, he's going to basically take his 2 hands and kind of clap them together in front of him with a resounding bang. And then this stream of ice and wind is just going to like billow outwards, smacking you in the face, Ilka, and Lark and Scoot on the island as well, with just like a blast of wintry force. So everyone make dexterity saving throw, please. Oh, sorry, Constitution saving throw.
12.
19.
15.
All right, Lark, you save. But this does 22 damage. So 22, 11 damage, cold damage. As a cone of cold blasts you. And you feel your limbs slow down a little bit, but not enough to really keep you from being in the fight.
Can I tell you something weird just now?
Yeah.
You asked for a dex save, and I just grabbed a d20 and I rolled it, knowing that I was going to have a second one coming up, and I feel like I didn't do a very good job on that. And then you change it to a Constitution. I feel like I should still get advantage. I feel like something was taken away from me.
It's just how life is sometimes. Sometimes we learn hard lessons.
I would have rolled it better if I had just known. That was literally the thought in my brain when you changed it. It's like, oh, I would have given a shit.
And then he's gonna just launch himself forward towards Scoot, since you have the shard.
All right.
And he's gonna try to like grab at it.
Okay.
So he doesn't have a chance to do this turn yet, but that's gonna be what he's trying to do.
So things are about to get complicated. 22 points. I am unconscious, attached to a sunblade rammed into Rowan.
Woof. Yeah.
And does Featherfall end?
When I
Yes,
lose consciousness.
It does. So I guess Crooks comes flying at you with the sunblade, and Ilka starts to fall out of the sky. So.
Yeah, holding the sunblade into Crooks when I lose consciousness.
Yeah, so she kind of arcs like towards the island you guys are on, but downwards.
Does this sunblade still stuck in Crooks?
Yes, we'll say yes.
And so she just lets go.
Yeah.
Okay.
As I lose consciousness, I lose my grip.
Yep. So there's a falling Ilka. Zay, it's your turn. You're maybe 50 feet away as a cat with Zelipharn's crystal around your neck.
Do I see any wyverns nearby?
We'll say yes, like streaking through the clouds. There's at least one wyvern, maybe, kind of coming near you.
Is it? Does it have that shadowy aura?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Did I notice any that didn't have a shadowy aura before, or do they all appear to have this shadowy aura?
They all did. They're
They
all
all
like
did.
Shadowfell native wyverns.
Oh, they're not like possessed.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just kind of shadowy.
Is there a gent astride the wyvern?
There is on this one, yeah. He's
Do I
giggling
recognize them?
crazily.
Oh no. Okay. New plan. Would I know how Featherfall works? Like, do I think that if I could wake her up, that she could keep us from falling?
She could probably recast it if she has spell slots. You would know that much.
I would know that much. Okay. Is she less than 40 feet away from me?
She's about 50 feet away from you,
Oh,
we said.
shit. Okay. Next plan.
Get Scoot to throw you.
Little Jones
Fly to
next to
Scoot.
you. Little Jones
Fly-
kind of Scoot stand-in.
Little Joan is very powerful.
Yeah.
She can't do
Could
it as
she
good as
throw me faster than I could fly?
She could probably throw you faster than Scoot.
Probably. But we're not
Like
sure.
a shot put.
Yeah, especially if you stay as a cat when she throws you.
We'll see.
I wonder how momentum is conserved if you were like thrown as a cat and then morph into a human. It's interesting.
Maybe this is the test of strength, Scoot.
I was thinking it's a good time for
And
one.
you want her to win.
I'm not sure. I'll be honest with you.
I look up at little Joan with wide eyes and then indicate gestures to my head like
Oh yeah, she's aware of what's happening.
she's aware. Okay. And then I leap up into her arms and like nudge like I want to
brace for a toss.
I brace for a toss.
Okay. Little Joan rolls strength.
Behind the screen.
And
I
she
see.
rages. You want me to roll in front of the screen? Here you go. Oh, not so
Oh
great.
no.
She gets a 15,
Oh.
which is enough to give you some good speed, faster than you'd go flying, we'll say. So you're
Okay.
closing the distance with Ilka as you get chucked through the air.
Okay. Frick, I did not need to do that. I was thinking I had to touch you and I do not. I fly near something to land on, maybe where Rowan was.
Okay, so that's like below you at this point. You could be kind of like angling towards it.
Yeah,
to
so
land on.
I'll angle towards that.
Okay.
And then when I get close enough where if I fall I wouldn't die, but where I would hopefully land on it, I'd transform back into a halfling and cast Balm of the Summer Court on Ilka.
Oh, like as you're flying by, kind of? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't actually have to touch her. I actually probably could have done this standing next to little Joan. Turns out. Too late. So I heal you for 17.
We could say that as you're flying by, you're able to like grab Ilka and pull her to that island too, so she doesn't just keep falling.
Hey, that's it. I push us both into this island.
Whoa, nice.
I had a very elaborate plan if it was the two of us falling.
That's in
May
my
or may
brain.
not
That
have
was what
worked.
was
Those are the good plans.
So how much healing?
17.
17. And Zay, you take 6 damage from falling, just from going that distance without slowing down. And that's your turn then. So
that was a bonus action, is being thrown.
I guess it was Little Joan who did it. So what would your action be? Let's get crazy.
I turn once I've landed and cast Fairy Fire on Rowan.
Up above you?
Up above me, yeah.
Dex save?
Correct.
He rolls pretty poorly.
It's a 16 DC.
Yeah, he fails.
Woot. So he has turned bright pink, and you have advantage on attacks if the DM allows such a thing.
Pink glitter, and you are now like very visible among all the tumult. So anybody who is falling, swirling around you, probably knows where you are at this point.
He also cannot turn invisible.
Great. He was just about to, so he's like, oh, damn it.
Of course, yes.
Ilka.
Hey, I'm alive again. I feel great. Cool. We're on a piece of rubble. Is it falling? Is it floating?
Yes, falling at full speed. You got maybe like 40 seconds until you hit the ground.
Okay. We want to get back up there and ruin Rowan's day. Right? Because Scoot and Lark are on a
hovering
platform.
Is it hovering anymore?
Well,
because the person who was playing the guitar got thrown off the rock.
That's true.
So.
That's true.
Scoot valiantly has learned a G flat. He is strumming that G flat.
You put your hands up on the neck and then you just bap, 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 bap.
Yeah, roll performance one more time, Scoot, just to see how this thing's doing.
Okie dokie. I was hoping you would ask me to do that. That's a 3 + 0.
Yeah, no, it's flipping upside down again. You guys better hold on to something.
Yeah, we got to get back up there.
Yeah. You're like hanging on to some piece of like metal bar that was supporting the castle.
Great.
I yell as loud as I can. I think I'm doing it.
Where is Rowan relative to the floating rubble?
I think he's like hovering next to it.
Next to it.
Falling at the same speed.
I'm keeping it on the tracks. It's just a roller coaster is all.
Yep.
Yeah. He's trying to get an angle on that hungering shard that Scoot has.
And I'm making it difficult.
Yeah, the spinning rock is how we're avoiding it. It's like it's an evasive maneuver.
It kind of is.
Nice work, Scoot.
With the tumbling
Try a
on
barrel
3
roll.
axes.
That's a good trick.
All right.
No, I'm not doing it for you.
So here's my plan. I'm going to cast Dimension Door about 30 feet below Zay and I. We're going to jump and build up falling speed so we have momentum. Maybe not 30 feet. That's a lot of falling. Like 10 feet. 10 feet. So that we can come in. Everyone's played Portal.
Yeah.
So we can come in behind Rowan at an angle. Literally, we are going to impact Rowan, knock him onto the platform and out of the air.
Onto
This
the one
is
that
my
you guys
plan.
are on right now, like bring him down, kind of?
No, onto the one
corkscrewing one.
that Lark and Scoot are on.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast it. This was my plan, that she was going to catch up with me. But instead, we're onto something. So this will work too.
Okay.
Great. So I'm going to cast Dimension Door. It'll work for the two of us, but only 2 people. We will jump through it. The other side of it will be next to Rowan at an angle that it will knock him and us onto the platform. This is my plan.
Great. So you're going like feet first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kick him in the head. That jerk.
Sounds awesome. Roll, we'll say dexterity to see or acrobatics maybe to see how well you pull it off.
Spectacularly. 24.
For sure. And Zay, you let her pull you with?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And whoosh. And then whomp. When you kind of just bullet right into Rowan
I want to
Crooks.
murderously
I'm
kick
like,
him in the head.
"Whee!"
Yeah. Say roll 2d6 damage just for impacting him into the rock.
9.
Okay, 9 damage. And he seems stunned slightly, momentarily concussed. Again, some of the damage streams away down into the depths below, where there's a golem somewhere supporting him.
Come on. How far away can those things be?
Yeah, it's reaching the limits of its range.
They've been falling. I'm assuming the gravity in Faerun is roughly equal to Earth. They've been falling at 32 meters per second per second. They're getting pretty far away.
Yeah. Yeah, no, gravity is weird in the Shadowfell. There's a bit of resistance, which is why all these platforms are so close to each other still.
Per second.
I like that we're arguing about the physics when we're falling from the sky.
There's
and jumping
magical
from platform
currents,
to platform.
man.
All right,
It's like
I'm just saying it's getting pretty far away. is all
Yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah, you're right.
Things are moving at the speed of plot, as is usual. So
That was nice.
Is that all of my action to mention door and knock him over?
that would do it, yeah. And the door stays there, but you guys are falling past it at this point.
Just look at the orange portal flying away.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Rowan Crooks is going to do a legendary action after your turn, Ilka. He's just going to turn around, I think, and
Wait, because he can go out of order if it's legendary. Dumb.
He's going to take 3 swings at you, Scoot, as you're holding onto this spinning platform. He's holding onto it, and with his free hand, he's going to be like swing, 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 and try to knock the shard out of your hand again.
Can I just give up the shard?
If you want to.
If I see that axe coming at me, or if I see him taking a swing at me, I kind of want to take the shard and throw it at his face.
Rapier. Okay. I mean, he's still going to attack you with
I'm low on hit. Oh, he's still going to attack me?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Wait. I didn't bonus action my last.
Ope.
May I bonus action my last after the dimension
I
door?
think I see where this is going.
Cool. I'm going to healing word Scoot.
Yes, roll
So
it.
he's less dead than he is. He gets some D4 plus 9.
It's good because Crooks hits you once and crits you once.
Yeah, that's going to do it.
That's not so bad. 15 damage total.
All right. Well,
Legendary.
It was legendary damage. People will tell tales. I mean, it's kind of cool. You guys like spinning around. There's magic all around you. But it's Lark's turn at this point.
We're all on the rock together.
Zelopharn's here too. Ish. Not little Joan though. Left her behind.
Yeah, she's plummeting.
I'm gonna toss Scoot my last health potion.
Free action.
Use it if you want, buddy. And I guess I'll attack Rowan. I don't have a lot of tricks in my bag, so I'm just gonna attack him.
Okay.
21 to hit.
Yeah, are you doing like sneak attack? Like you're trying to like get around him and use your like.
I would love to use sneak attack. Yeah.
Do a.
I mean, he was just
He
knocked
knew you were there.
prone.
Do a bonus action hide. We'll say so. Your bonus action will be to get behind him if that's what you want to do.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
Yeah.
Also, I should roll with advantage.
Yes.
All right, my first roll is better. So it's 21 to hit.
Yep.
All right. 12 and 27 points of damage with
Excellent.
the rapier.
And this time on this new round, we'll say that there's no magical energy streaming away from him. He's gotten far enough away from his golem buddy. So 27 damage to Crooks. Stick him right in the...
Spleen.
Yeah, I'm aiming for a spleen.
He says, thank God it's vestigial. Hurts a lot, though, clearly.
Yeah, and I used my bonus action already, so that's it.
Okay, the one attack. Okay. Well, and you stay put, just kind of right next to him there?
I think so, unless there's a strategic advantage to flank. Like, can I maybe... No, probably not. I'll stay in whatever position makes the most sense given the arrangement.
It's pretty tricky. I mean, this thing's still kind of corkscrewing through the air, so like half your energy and effort is just holding onto it and not losing your balance.
That's what my focus is.
So Scoot.
what's the action economy for taking a potion? Action,
bonus action, we'll
We're
say.
doing a
I
bonus
think it's
action?
supposed to be an action, but I like bonus action potions.
Was I made aware that this is an undead creature? Was that... I can't remember if he had an attribute or not. I thought there was a reaction.
Would you know because he had that crypt hand that he reached for you?
I don't know. Do I have any indication that he's something else?
I mean, you don't know what's going on with this guy.
Okay.
He's swirling with magic.
I'll
He's
take that health potion.
Clearly
then.
not just a Robin Hood character.
What was the health potion? Was it 2d4 plus 4? 3?
It's,
3d4? 44?
It's a standard health potion, so what is that?
Oh,
64?
goodness. I think, yeah, let me just check.
It's like 40 points, right?
I think you just automatically get 40 points. Yeah.
Plus the other 40.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because it's a
44, like you said.
4d4.
Yeah.
But it's the standard one, so you double it.
2d4 plus 2.
All right. 6.
Dink.
So, okay. Now,
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum.
I would love to position myself where I have advantage attacks on
Did
this
you-
person.
Did you chuck the shard at him or?
No, I never did
Okay.
because the goal was to either distract him
Got it.
by giving him what he wants or distract him by hitting him in the face.
Okay. I
And-
mean, he's still reeling. He just got kicked into this stone slab and then Lark stabbed him in the gut.
Yeah, so I'm going to take up position next to him. Hopefully something with advantage is my goal.
Yep.
Okie dokie. Let's make these count. Okay. And 16 with 8 24.
Yes, that hits.
Okay, so attack 1's a hit. I'll do attack 2. 14 plus 8, 22.
Also hits.
2 hits. Okay,
Nice.
thank you. So this will be 2d6 plus 5. So that is 10 slashing damage, magical slashing damage to start.
Yep.
Plus 9 fire.
Okay.
So 19
19.
to start. That was the first attack. Second attack is 3. So that's 8.
8
8
damage.
slashing damage for the first one, and add 6 fire, so 14 more. So 19
Very
and
nice,
14.
Very nice.
So 33.
Yeah, he's looking pretty rough at this point. Close combat against 4 people at once. 4 silver ways of justice at once is not kind to Roan Crooks.
Yep.
Just kind of curb stomping him on this rock slab.
Yeah, he's like, this isn't where I want to be. Let's see. He once again tries to like force grip the shard out of your hands as a legendary action again. So strength roll.
Did I say I raged at the beginning of that?
You did not?
My intention would have been to. I had 1 left.
I was wondering. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll say yeah.
So,
That's fine.
okay. Otherwise, I'd also have to scrape some damage off, too.
No, this is it.
Okay.
You have to beat a 17.
22.
Oh, yeah. So he tries to mage hand it away. But again, you're tucking under your arm, I assume.
Yeah, I got nothing clever either, so it probably is that. I'm probably just thinking,
Just
no!
staring at each other.
No, I'm in a bad spot. Like, I don't feel good about any of this anymore.
Right. For his action, let's see here.
We could call that his action.
Yeah, I feel like that was plenty. Mage hand.
Did he not throw a lot of effort into that? I didn't think that was going to work. It still hasn't, but the fact that he's weakening is great.
Scoot, you're going to make a saving throw for me.
Shit. Teach me to talk on a podcast.
Make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Good.
You're wise, Scoot.
I know. I keep telling everybody that. 15.
15. You fail. You are paralyzed, Scoot, as he clenches his fist and hold person takes effect on you.
It's going to be really hard to get the backpack away from you now.
Yeah, it's...
Is he touching him, or is he doing this with his...
It's at range.
It is at range.
Yep.
Oh.
He's right by him. Hold person. And then he kind of like loosens it from your grip and takes it
What?
out of your hand.
Hey!
And you just feel like numb as he does it.
Hey!
Like when you have when your leg's asleep. That kind of
Quitter!
thing.
Oh, I got pins and needles?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's another rage. I'm taking that one free.
So at the end of your turn, you can make another wisdom save, Scoot.
Okay.
Then he's going to misty step away 30 feet. It's going to disappear in a poof of smoke with the hungering shard and start moving towards the teleportation circle that Joan is on, downwards away from you guys, 30 feet.
It's a lot of action.
Yeah. Now it's Say's turn.
Okay.
So he's trying to get away with this thing, essentially. And Scoot, yeah, you're still holding on to whatever you're holding on to because you're paralyzed, so you wouldn't go flying quite yet.
I'm going to encircle him in a wall of fire.
Oh, just the sphere version?
It is a ringed wall of fire, 20 feet in diameter, 20 feet high, 1 inch thick.
Great.
Within it, he does a dex saving throw.
He gets a 19. Pretty good.
Oh, shoot. 18 is the DC. So half damage. So 9 damage. And if he doesn't get out of it, he'll take some damage on the end of his turn.
Okay, so a swirling cylinder of fire appears right around him.
I don't think
So
it's above
streaks
his
through it.
head, but it's ringed around him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's getting cooked as he flies through it.
Aw, dang.
Does he
Okay.
make a con check? Concentration check on my paralysis?
He sure would. He succeeds. Do you move, Zay, or just stay hanging on to this island?
I hang on to the island.
Okay. Ilka, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna chill touch. No.
Bonus action, heal Ilka for 16.
Nice.
Amazing.
That would have doubled me.
That's a substantial
Oh,
percentage.
shoot. I should have picked you. But
okay.
you're really low as well, right?
It's all good.
Probably less low. I don't know if you can take it back.
That was the right call.
Okay.
Right. He's 30 feet away. I don't know if I can get to him. I can cast at him, but I don't know if it'll stop him. And he's moving away?
Yeah, he's trying to get away from you guys towards that teleportation circle. You could move to him if you like swan dive.
Oh.
Or some other thing. You're not feather falling anymore, though.
No. Yeah, this kind of feels like all the marbles. Because I can throw chill touch at him, but it's just going to do damage.
How far away is the teleportation circle?
Oh, we'll say about 100 feet away down there.
How far is your shatter range?
Oh,
little Jones there.
60 feet. Yeah, so I could...
We could say if you dove 30 feet, cast
Right.
it while you're falling, you'd be in the range to hit it.
So I'd blow up the circle.
Right, or at least damage it.
And then I'd impact him on the way.
If you aim really well.
I have very good aim. I'm magnificent.
Roll it.
What weapon are you going to leave him this time?
He
Oh,
still
yeah,
has
he
it
still
in
has
him.
my sunblade.
Yeah, nobody took it out. so
Well,
it's
that's
just
a
in
fine impetus. I want it back.
there.
Maybe he'll bleed a little when I take it out.
Yeah, that's how that works.
I poked it through his
Although it's
side.
probably cauterized at this point.
Yeah, that's true. Neat. I'm going to take a running swan dive, leap off the edge, intending to impact him, and while I'm in the air, I will cast Shatter at that teleportation circle.
All right, so I'm just going to roll a con save, I guess.
Yeah,
For
it's
the circle? I don't know.
you have
For Little Joan,
disadvantage.
she succeeded.
Oh. Stone, crystal, inorganic material has disadvantage.
Roll the damage.
13.
13. Okay. Yeah, you totally pulverized the platform that the teleportation circle was on.
I do.
You see that the glyphs are still kind of there in the air, like they were hovering off the ground a little bit. So there's some kind of magic effect there. But like as far as something to stand on, it's gone. And Little Joan, for her part, is like twirling away, kind of keeping her balance in the air. And she kind of gives you a thumbs up as she spins away
Amazing.
to let you know, like she's okay.
Great. Cool. Can I get my sword back?
Make a dexterity roll just to see
When
if
I
you
bonk
can
into him?
land into him. Yeah.
I'm all offended how cool that was.
No. It was a 5. I don't think I can add much to that. That'll make it do anything. 7.
Okay, so we'll say like you're next to him, like you're trying to grab at it, but you're both kind of like flying towards where the teleportation circle
Yep.
was. And yeah, it's yeah.
Great.
No longer there.
How do we save Ilka?
Yeah. I think Manchun's gonna pull the sunblade out of his gut and try to attack you with it,
Probably.
Ilka.
I'd do that.
Do you count as undead?
It's a legendary action.
Oh.
Another legendary action.
No, this is legendary action. He's doing his attack again. You got a miss, and a 15. Does 15 hit you?
No.
I don't think so.
Okay.
She's the tank of the group. I think she's got like 19.
She's got that
Yeah.
cloak.
No, I have the fancy armor. I have that back now. So no, 15 doesn't hit me.
Excellent.
I'm
So,
magnificent.
yeah, the song sword is like singing out, as the sunblade clangs against it and you're parrying his attacks. as
Yeah,
fall
because
through
it
the
loves
sky.
me. It's not going to stab me. I taunt him with that information.
He sheds a single tear.
Yes, it does.
He's like, nobody ever loved me.
Oh.
Everybody loved Rowan.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Damn.
rough.
I channel Zay's
he's like, I don't need-
psychological.
He's like, all of you are worthless. This world is meaningless. He's doing the villain mutter under his breath.
Yeah, he is. While we're falling towards the
Yeah.
teleporter.
Uh-oh.
His priorities are all out of whack at
He's,
this point.
he's ready for a hugging attack, everybody.
Yeah. Lark, it's your turn.
What can I?
Are Rowan and I in free fall, or does he still have that hovering ability?
He's like, he was moving downwards, like with intention.
Mhm.
And now he's stopped since there's not
'Cause
really a
that
target
blasted
anymore. Yeah, so he's just kind of falling with you. Trying to kill you.
Can I use Little Dinky to propel me faster than their? I'm just trying to think how I could get down there and actually do something.
I think that checks out. But you gotta make a roll because this thing's corkscrewing again. Ilka's gone.
Oh,
So
I might
like, as
just
far as a brace, it'll be tough.
Okay, all right. I'll roll for it.
Try to beat a 15.
15. And can I use Dex?
Yes. Acrobatics.
That's a nat 20 plus 4.
Amazing.
Yeah, so
Plus
what happens here, Lark?
Well, I'm trying to. I plant Little Dinky in the appropriate spot, and I calculate the angular momentum exactly right, and I yell, "Here comes Little Dinky!" And then I shoot it out to its full length, so that I propel myself toward Rowan.
Yep.
Draw my rapier on the way
Full
and
extension.
try to, if all of that didn't take my action, I want to at least try to take a swipe at him when I
That's
get
the bonus
there.
action. So then your action would be to attack. So roll with advantage.
All right.
You can do sneak attack too. Why the hell not?
Well, I rolled a 10 twice, so 17 to attack.
17 will not hit.
All right.
Yeah, just barely.
Shame. 2 10s add up to 20.
Yeah, right. Well, I got
Yeah.
the nat 20 to make it work in the first.
That's
But
true.
I am at least caught up to him.
The three of you are swirling downwards. Yeah.
So I'm at least there.
Cloaks billowing as you fall. Scoot.
Punching each other in the head.
Yeah,
All right. So I got to try to get down there now, too?
if you like.
Or pilot the rock with the guitar. I don't know. We're running out of options.
2 and 3, Scoot.
Yeah.
Strum it.
You could roll performance with advantage since Ilka has helped you a couple times now
All right.
with hot music tips.
Boom, 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 boom. That's just what I'm thinking. Boom. I'm saying it to myself. I'm nodding, eyes closed,
Sure.
getting dizzier because of the vertigo.
Channel
Boom,
Oktoberfest.
boom, boom,
It's a
boom,
polka.
Boom, 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 boom.
No, that's
16!
Hey! And it writes itself as you like standing spread like Mike Dirnt in Green Day jamming on the bass.
Boom, boom.
Just kind of lowering downwards and starting to swoop. Where are you trying to go with it?
I have no idea. I guess close to my friends now. And the
Like
best thing
under them, next to them?
but aside, like just is so they can jump from one to another if they need to.
So you want to give everyone somewhere to stand?
I want to give everyone an escape route.
Oh, okay. So you're not like picking them up. You're just hovering nearby.
Aren't you all like on the same Rowan Crooks platform?
We're all falling through the air.
Oh, I'm sorry, my mistake. Yeah, I'm gonna do as best I can to. I want to put myself in the center so that they each have the least distance possible to. Like I want to try to find an
Sure.
equidistant place between the themes they can try to control.
Okay, so you polka your way down
Boom, 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 boom,
and gently catch Ilka, Lark, and Rowan Crooks
boom, boom, boom,
on the
boom,
island
boom.
that you're on. They all land gracefully because
Oh.
of such a nice piloting moment.
Where'd Zay go?
She's still
over.
holding
I'm
on.
hanging on.
Oh,
Still
all right.
hanging on.
Hanging out.
Do I need to get Rowan Crooks?
He's all there. He's there with us. It'd be
Yeah.
tough to get us and not him.
Okay. Well, when I get down there, I say, "Not you, Rowan."
Scoot, that was amazing. Nice playing, buddy.
Shh, stop distracting. Boom, 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 boom.
He
boom.
said he's starting to lose it. Like he's gotten so beat up at this point, and he's surrounded by the three of you, and he's saying, well, say is up above, for now, right? You're still holding on to the. Oh no, you're with Scoot. You're on that island. So yeah,
Yeah.
you're still there too. Yeah, I was
Sorry,
thinking
yeah.
my brain was not working. So, the four of you are all surrounding him, and he's still holding on to this hungering shard, and he starts to pull it apart. He's saying, "You'll never take me. I will return, but you all will die here." And he starts to pull it apart and force it with his own magic.
Somebody quick, eat the shard.
Not with any of your clones are you going to return because they're gone.
That's the smell that I smelled.
Eat onion.
I just nod at my boots.
Nevertheless, he says, and he keeps pulling it, and he's having a hard time. He's like bleeding out of his spleen, and it's
Well,
he rolled a
I
9.
Boy, Rowan,
So-
that looks hard. Do you need some help?
Well, it's Zay's turn, I think. Yeah.
I'm not offering to help. I'm mocking him. I'm not going to do it. Bum, 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 bum. I'm sorry.
I'm just
I cast
thinking.
Balm of the Summer Court on Rowan. No, just kidding. On Scoot
I'm so conflicted.
for 11. And then I cast Conjure Animals. And I would like to summon a like 2 giant snakes that will wrap themselves around his legs and his arms to try to incapacitate him.
Very nice.
Okay. Do I have- What am I
So
gonna do?
the snakes make a grapple roll, I suppose. We'll say they do that this round. They'll go on your initiative,
Okay,
and one of them tangles around his legs.
Okay.
Oh,
Less useful, but fine.
Ilka, I think I just summoned snakes. What
Good
am I
job,
doing wrong?
Snakey snake.
Play snake music.
Yeah. Is it like to get him to come out of the?
That's-
No, White Snake. Play
He
some
takes a
White Snake.
legendary action and Misty steps again out of the snakes,
Come
above
on.
you 30 feet.
Ugh.
Okay.
And keeps pulling away at it, but it is Ilka's turn now.
How does he still have anything?
He's the end boss.
Well, he is.
He's just he's a bossy boss.
I'm gonna chill touch him. It's a ranged spell attack.
If anyone has Finger of Death, that works really well.
Yeah, it's a good spell.
21.
Hits.
Beautiful. He takes 14 damage.
Oh, damn.
Necrotic damage.
Oh.
Because that jerk. He cannot regain any hit points until the start of his next turn. And he has disadvantage on attack rolls because he is undead.
Very
against
nice.
me.
And he's still glowing pink, by the way. We never really...
From the fairy fire.
He's not. It's a concentration spell, and I cast a wall of fire.
It's also concentration. So anyway, one of his arms goes limp, and he's like bleeding out of his eyes and ears. He's having a really hard time. He starts
It's
to
just like
sink towards
dripping
you.
down on us.
Yeah, it's whipping around.
At least one of his arms goes limp. He can't try pulling apart the hungry
He's
shark.
still holding on to it. Yeah, it's challenging. So it is your turn then, Lark.
Oh, it's me again. He's 30 feet up.
Yep. You see him start to like charge up a spell, like a green laser that is intimately familiar to you.
Oh no!
It's a
disintegration.
Disintegration laser.
Spell. Yeah. Like as he kind of braces this shard under his arm.
Want to save this for the live show?
Let's stop right here.
What disintegration protections do we have?
You. When you get disintegrated, the rest of us don't.
Right, I see.
I can shield, but that's when I'm hit by an attack.
You could try to grapple him.
You said he was low on health too, right?
Very low. Yeah, one of his arms is limp.
Keeps-
And he's bleeding.
But he's
all over.
30 feet
stabbing
up
him.
in the air. Like I can't get to him either unless I
You throw things.
You could jump.
jump
Jump
30
30
feet up
feet?
in the air.
Yeah, I mean, since you're
'Cause they're
plummeting,
coming-
like, yeah,
Is he still plummeting or is he hovering?
he's still got momentum
He's
too.
kinda
Like he's
okay.
staying above you guys.
I got swords, I got daggers, I just can't get to him. I can keep
You don't
jumping
have
or
your sun sword anymore.
or have people throw me.
It's also so can I open the final pouch in my hat and pull out the ring of protection against disintegration that I had in there?
Zay, didn't you say I have bombs?
You do have bombs, yeah.
You could roll investigation, Lark, and if you get a natural 20, we'll say that there was one tucked away
I'm not going to risk
by your
that. It's
benefactor.
incredible.
Where? Why
that
do
in
I
mind.
have bombs?
The last episode in the Mushroom Cave, what's his name, was setting traps, and we
Traps.
killed
And
him.
we
and
said
I
that was
left.
it.
Mm-hmm.
I got bombs.
The crystal bombs.
Yeah, but your turn just ended.
I can hand my bombs to. I can tell other people that I have bombs, and they can
Yep.
take my bombs and yeet them at him.
Yep.
Everyone, I have bombs.
Wait, you have bombs, Ilka? Okay.
I have bombs.
I'll try to throw a bomb.
Yeah, great. Take this bomb. F him up, Lark.
Lark, you got a bomb. Looks like a piece of like a baseball-sized hunk of crystal.
Do I know enough about it? Like, does it? Is there some triggering mechanism, or can I just throw it?
It explodes on impact.
All right, I try to throw the bomb, and then take my bonus action to hide behind the rock, maybe. Is there a way to not be disintegrated?
Because you see the green laser and
Yeah.
you're having PTSD. Okay.
He's gonna disintegrate. Come on. 18.
Hits.
Okay.
Yes.
What do I? Or is it just a fixed amount of damage, or how do I roll it?
Yeah, we'll say it is 2d6 as it explodes and kind of like gums him up.
3 points.
He's on his last gasp. You can tell, like one more hit and he's toast.
Did it mess up his disintegration ray?
Yeah, like his hand freezes and the green light poofs out of existence.
Nice.
Oh.
Right as he's
Okay.
aiming it at the hungering shard, he's like about to melt the thing.
And Lark stops trembling.
Yeah.
Scoot, what would you like to do?
All right. Is he still 30 feet up in the air?
Yeah, in free fall now.
In free fall. Now, do you think I'd be able to jump, like launch myself up 30 feet and get up to him to within 5 feet range?
Mhm.
Okay. I think I'm going to do that.
Especially with your strength score. Man.
I think I'm going to do that. I think I just want to jump, boom, push off this platform, because we're in lower gravity too, I think you had mentioned.
Slightly.
Slightly lower gravity. So, yep, straight up. And when I get up to him, I got that two-handed axe. I just scream Benthos, which is the trigger word for the axe to split in two.
Yes.
That's the bonus action. The bonus action, then, when it splits, boom, lightning damage for 30 feet,
Mm-hmm.
3d6 damage to, what's his name?
Mm-hmm.
This guy in the air. So that is 10 lightning damage.
Great.
All right.
Is there like a roll or like an attack roll or a save?
Perhaps a save, yeah, versus 17 dex. Go for it.
He fails.
Okay.
So how much damage? 10?
That's 10 lightning damage.
Okay.
Is he dead?
Mm-hmm.
He is?
Yeah, but you can do some more if you want.
I've taken over playing music now that Scoot has left the building or the platform.
Okay.
It is sounding like Ghost Riders in the Sky. Played on a 1925 bassoon.
Yay!
Awesome.
All right. Well, then I'll just
Just roll that damage.
try a couple of attacks. I don't know. It's like I've only played with dual wielding these axes like once. I have no idea how to roll this anymore, so I'm
Don't
so
worry
glad
about
he's dead.
So you jump up and like a thundercloud, just there's this explosion of like a sphere of crackling energy above you guys. And when the electricity and smoke clears, Scoot comes flying back down towards the island with Crooks, I assume, like under his axe blades, like bringing him back down.
In a true Mortal Kombat fatality, I would like to, in my vision, I drop down first, put the two blades of Kratos up in the air, and he just falls onto those one more time.
Ooh. Okay, it's messy.
Yeah, I'm already covered in him. I've got him on my feet.
True. And the Hungering Shard?
Oh shit! Anybody get that?
Zay
I
jumps
would
up.
be watching it.
Yeah.
Say grabs it.
Yeah.
And then I try to shake all of the Rowan Crooks off of my blades.
Nice. As you start to fall through the air slowly, Ilka, you're piloting this thing. Do you catch Scoot?
Yeah.
And then the ground is rapidly approaching you guys.
Do we
Maybe
need
like
to get little
20 seconds.
Joan? She's gone?
She's pretty far gone at this point. Yeah, she's way down there. She's probably already hit the ground.
I hopefully have her phylactery, and that won't be a problem.
Okay.
Do we all just jump in 5 seconds?
No, because we can pilot the.
Oh, that's right.
I can control the speed.
Mhm.
I gently slow us to the ground, so we land without impact.
And the cacophony of collapsing island echoes in this canyon that you've landed in for maybe the next 5 minutes as things hit the mountainsides, crash down below, all around you as you kind of slowly hover down. And after about 20 minutes, the dust clears and you can see the wreckage of Zhentil Keep and Manchun's laboratory, Rowan Crooks' laboratory, and the keep and everything else all around you. You do see a few jolly gents picking their way out of the rubble. You don't see any of the wyverns. You don't see any of the golems. You don't see little Joan. What do you do as you get down there?
Just call dibs.
Loot the body?
Loot the castle.
I want my sword back, my pretty sun sword.
Done.
I pull it out of Rowan's side.
Mm-hmm.
I confirm that Zay has the Hungering Shard. I kind of want to see what shape it's in, if his attempt to shatter it did anything.
No, it's maybe a little bit warped, but it's still very much in a cube shape.
Can we review the notes that Lurk took from the laboratory about looking for references for the Hungering Shard in the wall? Like what the plan had been?
It was to use it in some way to destroy the wall and free the final bits of Manchun's soul, which are trapped there.
They're trapped on the other side of the wall?
So as you kind of plunk down and start reading, just like catching your breath as everything collapses and finishes settling down around you. And you find, more notes from Friar Truck that are describing how Crooks wanted to use the shard to end the Radiant Citadel to get to the wall and then basically blow a hole in it and find the other shards of Manchun's soul, as well as apparently maybe break the whole wall and bring the whole system tumbling down. Unclear about that.
Do we think we could find more answers if we went to the Radiant Citadel?
Mm-hmm.
I think we should go to the Radiant.
And as you're talking about that, you hear a voice from your neck, Zay, that's like, "Oh, hey guys. Oh man. Whoa. That's crazy. Where was you guys? I love you guys."
Twin Portals is produced and edited by Scott Hebert. The adventure is created by our Dungeon Master Matthias Valero, and the rest of the Silver Waves of Justice are played by Kendra Carlson, Beth Brophy, and Justin Peck. Our next live show is coming up quick on Saturday, March 2nd. We will be back on the Teatro Zuccone stage in downtown Duluth. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. We'll start whipping dice at 7. It is once again a free show, so there are no tickets to reserve. Just come on down, find a seat, get a drink, share your energy, and watch as we try to be super brave in the face of doors, cabinets, and cubbies. Scott Hebert is a fiscal year 2023 recipient of a Creative Support for Individuals grant from the Minnesota State Arts Board. This activity is made possible by the voters of Minnesota through a grant from the Minnesota State Arts Board thanks to a legislative appropriation from the Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund. Thank you to Leland Campana for use of his song Avernum as our theme song. Thank you to the Teatro Zuccone, Mary Fox, and Jody Chiava for all of their support. And once again, thank you all so much for listening to Twin Portals. Hi, it's Scott. Thanks for listening to the credits. Little Twin Portals update for you. I've been awarded another state grant, another Creative Support for Individuals grant. So Twin Portals is going to continue for another year. We're all very happy about that. The foundation of this grant means there's going to be some changes. Since the very beginning of Twin Portals, I knew I wanted to incorporate more video. Last year, I started doing that with the live shows. We added dice trays, live dice rolls to a big screen so that the audience can react at the same time. Well, we're rolling with that, and we're going on YouTube. In fact, we're already kind of going onto YouTube. What happened is this grant includes funds for video equipment. So I'm going to start recording the episodes as we do them video as well as audio. And sometime this summer, we will have our first studio recorded video episode as well. So it's going to look like, if you've watched any actual play, in-person actual play stuff on YouTube, that's the feel. That's what I'm going to be going for. I just want to continue to improve the fly on the wall feeling, which is what I always had in mind when we started this. Just being in the room while we play the game. That's it. And then try to tell a compelling story while you're at it. My goal is that the audio doesn't change. You're all podcast listeners, and our audience started with audio. And I respect that, and I appreciate that, and I love that. And so I want to make sure that that quality doesn't change. I do go through all of the audio before it makes it to your ears to clean it up, take out ticks, pauses, things like that. I'm hoping to still be able to spend all that time doing that and have that quality stay the same. That is definitely a priority. While we're also shooting video, and once I start adding video to everything, I'm giving myself permission to suck for a while. That's not going to be very good, I'm guessing. I'm going to do what I can, but it's not going to be super polished. The polish will happen. I'm continuing to learn. Oh, speaking on that, continuing to learn, I'm going to go to school for this in the fall. So I'll start getting way better at this like December, January next year. So no worries there. And we are going to start rolling out content on YouTube. If you look for it now, it's not going to be great. It's actually just going to be like a still image, and a bad still image to start right now because I didn't have this stuff set up for YouTube when I created it back in 2018. So it's going to start with the early episodes first. If you search for Twin Portals, you can start subscribing now, but it's just going to be the same content. There's going to be no secrets or anything like that. The grant calendar doesn't actually start until April. So I got some time, and then I wrote myself in a little bit of leeway, some learning time in there. So I'm hoping for summer. I'm not going to commit to a date. I don't know which episode. We had talked about starting like a whole new storyline at the same time. I've given up on that because I want fewer moving parts when everything changes. I don't know what the story is going to be like. I just know that we are going to stay with these characters for a little while longer is the hope. If you got an opinion on that, let us know. Like, shoot us an email to the Twin Portals Facebook, shoot us an email to the Twin Portals podcast on the twinportalsgame@gmail.com. We want to hear from you. We want to know if you're tied to these characters. I like Scoot. I kind of want to stay with Scoot. It's basically just me, and that's super easy to play. So thanks for hanging out with this. I'll try to find a good backdated like outtake clip to throw in there, or something funny to make it worth this 3 minutes of rambling that I have actually tried. This is my 6th attempt to record. Freestyling is hard to do. Don't do it. Script your podcast, kids.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at a text from Jeff Brown.
Joe Bro.
Jeff Brown.
Hey, Kendra, could I get Say's AC?
Behefteron.
It's 13.
13.
'Cause
Y'all need better armor.
I do. Every time we go
I had
shopping,
great
I'm
armor
just
got
like,
stolen.
right? I never buy anything.
I
wish
specifically
I
looked
should.
for armor, and there was none in the Citadel we were at with 5,000 gold. There was nothing for me to spend my money on.
That's true. You know what? If only had a DM with a more diverse catalog of unarmored
This out of the
armor
way.
for you.
It's all good.
Well,
That may change in the
You're like,
future.
why does everyone's equipment suck so much? Well, Matthias, why is that?
You stripped our loot and
can't-
left us for
You
dead
can't
in a
ask us
fallen
why
realm.
why we have terrible equipment right now.
Yeah. Well, you know,
I never.
sometimes
Sorry, not sorry.
Sometimes you gotta just keep working at it. It's about
There's
aspiration.
a lot of looking in the mirror going on right now.
20.